Welcome to Keeping in Character. I'm Sam, I'm your DM, and we have a special guest, Sadat.
Hello.
So, last time, what ended up happening was they had just stolen horses from Plimbari, and had... No, it didn't steal horses, I'm sorry. No, stole the...
We bought the horses.
Yeah, bought the horses, but stole the tack. That's what it was.
And kind of swindled the money to get the horses.
Yeah, but
It's all rotated back.
You.
You don't need
Just,
to talk
you know.
about that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And ended up traveling on the road, bypassed some stuff that could have happened in there, potential problems, and made it to an inn where they had snuck in, made some friends, and now the room is on fire. Rooms specifically.
But
before that, we're
actually
actually we're going to go
we're gonna have
to
to let it burn.
Sunmut. So you have been you had woken up in the morning, bright and early, sun's just cracking, and gotten ready to cook up some food, get ready for the day, and you see a trail of smoke in the sky
That's unusual.
to your east, which is down the road that you are traveling to.
Have I got my cart with me?
Yes,
Right.
cart and horse.
Suppose I'm going to have to scout it out. Horse is tacked up, everything.
Yeah, oh
So,
yeah.
okay.
So the horse as of right now isn't rigged up to the cart because you're, had camped and that kind of thing, but is tied up and hidden off to the side far enough where you don't think that anyone's going to saunter by and steal your shit.
I'll see you in a bit there, Bessie. I have to go investigate this. Right. Off I go.
I love doing animal noises. It's...
Noted.
I
You
do well.
didn't play in the home game with I played a game called Patchy the Pirate, where I was a parrot that was actually somebody's mother.
Great.
Yep. Anyway, there's a whole parrot noise thing. Somebody has it on their phone as their text tone. Anyway,
I'm going to go check it out.
all right. So as you
Erring
get
on the
traveling
side
down
of
the
caution.
road, sorry.
Erring on the side of caution,
Gotcha.
obviously.
All right. You start traveling out. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Of course. Passives. Boom. 10.
10. As you come out, you do see a roaring flame. You don't see anyone running out of the building, but you do see something interesting. In front of a few of the doors, there are large barrels. And then we'll move on to you guys. Yizgalan, furiously kicking at this door.
Salad. Salad, break down the door.
Ribos, you are getting your armor on with Shkaba. You've just started the process about 30 seconds ago. How long does it take to put it on with help? 2.5 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2
2 minutes.
minutes with help.
So you are a fourth of the way there.
We're getting
Oh, not that buckle. That one. No, yeah, no, that one goes there. That way. Over there.
The room is starting to fill with smoke as it's now catching onto the drier pieces that are underneath of other bits, and it's starting to fill the room with smoke. So you know that you have a short amount of time to get out.
Spirits of failure may not give me strength.
I'm going to go open the window.
false life.
All slide. All right, sounds like a plan. The window in front of you has the shutter, and then behind that, of course, the window itself. You're able to open up the shutter, and there's no opening of this window. It's just a glass pane
Just break
built
it.
into the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to break it.
Yeah. Are you punching it, or are you? What are you doing?
No, I'm gonna take my sword out and break it.
Gotcha. Take your sword out, smash it. It breaks pretty easily as it is glass. It is in kind of medieval times. Glass is typically sometimes a little bit thicker, but you've got it. You're able to punch through that. It's not a very large opening, however. It's going to take some squeezing at the very least. And as you do that, Ribos calls for some more help getting on his armor because you're still helping with that.
It's 5 minutes solo, so yeah, 2.5
Yes.
minutes.
Yep. So Shkaba leaves over, breaks the window. Smoke begins pouring out. You guys are coughing and in a general panic. All right, and while you guys think of what you're doing, over here, Yizgalan is furiously kicking at this door, but it is not budging. It looks like the door itself is cracking, but it's not moving out of the way.
All right. New plan. It's done. The window.
Yeah, I'll try the window, and I will go over to the window.
She doesn't even acknowledge really what you've said. She just takes a couple steps back and throws another kick, another step back, throws another kick, and doesn't seem to see what you guys are doing.
Sunny.
I'll try the window.
Yep.
I will-
So you open up the shutter. There's the glass.
Yep. I will punch it
All right.
really hard.
Go ahead and take a D4 of damage as you shatter through the window, and it's glass, and your fist.
I got tough fists. Window breaks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Great. I did it! Come on, you guys. We can maybe.
And you-
What? How high up are we?
Oh no, it's one story. You aren't very high off the ground.
Perfect. I thought
but
we
it
went
is-
like upstairs.
No,
so.
no. Yep, one story all on the ground, but it is definitely the building's on fire,
Yeah.
so it's
I
still
will
dangerous.
fly out of the window.
All right, I'm zooming out of the window, and you hear Isgallen yell, "Sonny, no flying!" All right, Jeremy,
It's Colin. We need to go.
I won't fit.
Well,
Kicks out of the
break
gun.
your way through this way. And Jeremy's going to try to carefully avoid the glass
yeah,
as best she can.
You're able to take out the book that isn't your special book and smash the glass down a little bit to get that out of the way. Crawl over top.
Yep.
Very easy for the two of you, nice and small. Sonny, what is your AC?
16.
An arrow catches you in the arm.
Ow!
Do we hear
let's
that?
see here. I'll get together in one moment as soon as I do this damage. Long goes a D8, right? I'm not crazy.
A longbow?
Longbow is D8.
Cool. All right.
Doesn't need to be.
Yes.
A short note.
6 damage. As you
Dang.
catch an arrow into the arm. You're not entirely sure where it came from. You can go ahead and make a perception check to try and figure that out.
Sure.
And while you're doing that, you guys, as you're putting on the armor, you shatter your window, and then a few moments later, you hear a shattering of the other window.
Sounds like they're getting out. Let's hurry.
Both of you guys, are you still working on the armor?
Yes.
Make a Constitution save with the both of you.
Both of us?
Yep.
This armor's taking forever, man.
That's a 1.
Oh, 3.
Three total.
3 total. I'm gonna snap a photo of that. You begin, your lungs start getting bad air, and it's unpleasant, to say the least. So now, instead of taking a breath in and then holding it for a little while to keep the smoke at bay, it is now, you took a half breath in, coughed, and now are continuously coughing, trying to put your armor on and function. Yeah. 21. Perfect. Yeah. Shkaba, you have, weirdly enough, not the first burning building you've been in. So right. You keep your head down and, keep out of the smoke. It's hard because you're reaching up, trying to help with Rybos on his thing, and you're like, why are you up there? But yeah.
All right.
Just learning about fire.
Anything else you guys are doing?
Other than trying to help him get his stuff on, I don't think there's really much I can do.
Okie doke.
18.
So-
oh, sorry.
18. Yes, no,
Yes.
you're right. You see the little figure fly out of the window, which is the strangest thing you've seen in a while.
Right.
People don't fly. But here we are. And then you do see an arrow fly out from a little ways off, far enough where it would be difficult to spot them, but close enough where you could hit them with a longbow from that distance.
The barrels in
a
front of
long
the
way.
door and the arrow are insinuating a trap.
Very likely. It does look like somebody is trying to kick down one of the doors, but
From the
the
inside.
barrels are keeping it from. Yep.
I'm going to look around and see if I saw where the arrow came from.
Sure. Make a perception. Sonny, you do see
Yeah.
there is a figure hooded, will stand up, shoot an arrow, and duck back down.
Okay. And do I see?
Make a stealth check for me.
Yeah. Wait.
Me?
Yep.
Yes, because I was going with caution.
Yes.
Perception was 16.
16. You do see the same figure shoot an arrow and duck back
Out of
down.
the bush?
Yes, it's not quite it's a length of tall grass that they're hiding behind.
Okay.
Shoot up, shoot, and then run to another patch and shoot again, kind of thing.
Stealth is 23.
23. No, you do not see this person.
Okay. Great. Anything that I could hide behind in close proximity?
There are the barrels.
Okay.
There are, yeah, and that's another thing. There are 3 barrels sitting in front of the doorway that you guys are at. There's another 3 onto your friend's doorway. So
Okay.
you were at, if I remember correctly, room 3, and they're at room 4.
Okay.
So room 3 has 3 barrels, room 4 has also 3 barrels. What's up?
Clarification
Yes.
question. Is the window and the door on the same wall?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Correct.
thought they were
Yes.
Like
opposite, so I was
Motown
very
No, no,
style.
no,
confused.
sorry. Yeah. No. It was almost like there's the door and then there's a window next to it, so you could
That
peer
makes
out. if you
complete
need.
sense now. Thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mentioned it last game, but that was also a week ago for us. So here
The
we are.
room in my mind was set
Right.
up
Opposite.
differently.
Yep.
I'm gonna hide behind one of the barrels, but also try to see if I can shift a barrel.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, all right. So 6.
6.
Yeah, that's perfectly in character. Yeah.
You're trying. Your little legs are kicking, and it's not going super
But
super
I'm
hot.
behind whatever to get
Yes.
out of
Yeah.
damage.
So
Yep.
you have total cover as of right now.
Thank you.
Jeremy.
I see Sunny just run over to the.
Well, you start to get hit with an arrow first, and
Oh.
then
Okay, she got hit with an arrow first,
Yep.
and then went behind. I look over, but I'm more concerned about the body in
Sure.
the room, and I'm just take out my book, turn to a page, and protect me from arrows and swords, and I think I'm saying it right, and it just bing and blade
Right.
ward.
There you go.
And
What does it look like when you have blade ward?
the page just kind of glows as green, and then all of a sudden it like kind of pops up like a shield. But
So
then
you
kind
also
of-
see this
But it's
just a
strange
page.
circumstance.
And then she's gonna like look back to the window. Is Gullen? Grab the potatoes.
This is no time for reading. Help me with this barrel.
And Jeremy's just gonna look over at Sonia and be like, potatoes.
Barrels.
And I think that's where we're at right now.
Potatoes.
You hear it thump as an arrow shoots directly up above your head, kind of thing.
I'm going to sneak around behind this marksman.
Gotcha. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Another one.
All right, Rybos and Shkaba, go ahead and make another Constitution save.
Where are we at as far as getting
you
the
are-
armor on?
We'll put you at, you're almost halfway through.
I could.
20.
Yeah. You haven't received any sort of ill effects yet, but you have one failed save. 20, perfect. Yeah, from what you can tell, they can't see you from your vantage point. You're being awful sneaky there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you're able to circle around. It'll take a little bit to get behind them, but it'll put you in a good position to get the jump on them.
Excellent.
8.
So Rybos's coughing has become more fitful and more hacking kind of thing. As he's still putting out his stuff and ready to go. But 4. The smoke is now starting to get to you as well.
Beautiful.
Can I try to use my wings and push the smoke out of the room through the
Okay.
window?
Next Constitution save you guys have will be at advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Smart.
good thinking.
It's a great idea.
I
Let's move
always,
closer
always,
to the
always
window
like
as well.
rewarding creative thinking and things of that nature. Because if you got something that you think might work, you might as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
Nice one.
That's D&D.
All right. So, where are we? Constitution saves, snuck around. You guys. So, with the arrow that shot over your head and you're still pushing the barrel, what are you guys both doing? Ysgallen is still kicking at the door as hard as they can.
Do we hear? We would hear Isgallen. She's in the next door. No, she's in our door. She's
Yes,
in our
she's in
room.
your door. Yes, correct.
She can't fit out the window. Let's get these barrels moved.
Oh.
She can't get the potatoes if she can't get out the door. Help me!
Hands to me, but I'm fine. And like
Ysgallen, you don't know if she heard you,
Right.
but you definitely, there was enough time for Ysgallen to stop doing what they're doing and to get the potatoes and push it
Right.
out the window.
with that, Jeremy like reluctantly is like, I'm not very strong, and runs over and
Teamwork!
is like, okay,
We can do
we're
it.
strong together and
Yeah.
vertically inspire
Yes. Perfect.
There you go. All right.
Who
So
do you want to
go ahead and
roll?
make an athletics check with advantage and the bardic inspiration if you want it.
I feel like now's the time. Oh my god. That's 2 2s.
Brutal.
And 3,
Wow.
so 5 total.
You guys are just
Woo!
you're slowly rocking it back and forth, and it's getting somewhere, but it's not getting anywhere anytime fast. Rybos, things start fading a little bit.
Really that bad?
It
Am I
is-
taking any damage?
No damage. No, definitely no damage. But things are you're definitely getting a little lightheaded from the situation.
Oh, I think that stuff from last night still has some effects.
It's gonna be okay, amigo. We're gonna get out of this.
All right.
So with the natural one, that was 2 saves on there that were failed. Then the other one that you just failed. So you're hitting the cusp of running out of oxygen
I want to start to like move over toward the window and try
Sure.
to get a breath of fresh air while,
Okay.
while we're finishing.
Yeah,
up.
you're able to stick your head out, but then that'll prevent Shkaba from doing the same.
That's okay.
All right,
That's
we
okay.
just should we just go and I got all of it on, just not properly.
So yeah, you definitely have it with you, but let's think. You have it about halfway on, so I'd give you the same as studded leather. By the way, studded leather doesn't exist. It's
No.
fucking lamellar armor, but just this part of it. Anyway, it's a personal grievance of mine. It does, anyway, so you're able to have
Well, other
what is it,
podcasts.
12 plus your dexterity bonus, rather than the what is it, split mail that you have?
Yeah, so it's
you have a
it's
partial.
2 less than my overall regular armor class.
Todo debe estar bien.
It's better than nothing.
That's it's fine.
Go
Can I
ahead.
fit out the window?
You can try. Go ahead and make an acrobatics
I
check
will
to
try.
squeeze through the doorway.
Just fuck that, just run.
Come on, acrobatics.
You got armor on.
Nat 20.
Yeah!
Beautiful.
That's
You're
going to
the
give
first
me a
today.
total of
You think that
22.
Shkaba, you think that Rybos has jumped out of a burning building before? Like that was great. He took a couple steps back, ran forward, jumped and turned sideways so he could fit through the window, rolled, and is now up on your feet, ready to fight whatever you're going to fight on.
Come on, let's go.
Weapon at
Do
the
I look
ready,
over and
shield up.
see
Yeah.
these two trying to push the barrel?
You pop up, see that, but you're unable to do something as of right now. But definitely see
So
it happen.
getting out the window is my action, not movement.
It would. There's a lot of things that were also happening that weren't necessarily actions or non-actions
Yeah,
and that kind of
trying
thing.
to get
So
the armor on. I get it.
it's
I just
a
wanted
lot
to-
of chaos.
Just wanted to make sure. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
my turn.
Shkaba, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow suit and make
Alright.
my way through the window.
Acrobatics check.
16.
16. You're able to squeeze out, not quite as graceful, but yes, absolutely make it out of there without issue. Yep, it's not comfortable, especially with the glass kind of digs into you occasionally,
God,
but
yeah.
you're able to squeeze your way out of the thing. And
Beautiful, beautiful.
all right, for the both of you over here, you see both Rybos leap out of the window and Shkaba squeeze his way. He has to tuck the wings in and
Okay.
fit out that way. It's almost like body first, and then he just pulls the wings afterwards.
Watch out for the arrows, guys! I got hit really hard!
And there's still one like sticking out of the side of your arm, like.
Rivals, Barrel, please help.
Yes, yes.
Sunmut. Well, it looked like we were about to roll. Sorry. What do we got?
I was gonna roll perception to see if I could see where the shooter is coming from.
Oh, yes, you saw it, didn't you?
Right, but you said he was moving.
Yes,
And
you were
I've
able to.
since
Once you
done
got
other
track
things.
of him, you can see where they're popping out and shooting again.
Okay.
So it's you now that you have a beat on this person, it's
Okay.
very, very easy to see where they're at.
Great. I would like to throw a dart at them.
They are way too far away from
Never
that.
mind.
Let's think here, over 120 feet
Okay.
away, kind of thing.
Then I will just tell my group. I think it's the shooter's right there somewhere.
It's an arrow just flying.
I'm still kind of behind the barrel though.
Somebody pick a number 1 through 4.
3.
3. Yeah.
3?
we're gonna-
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll work. All right, Jeremy, what's your AC?
14.
14. You get caught with an arrow into the part of the thigh.
Oh. I told you to watch out for those
All
God
right.
damn it, just get the barrel away.
You take
potatoes.
5 damage.
Go take care of that archer. I'll get Isgallen out of the room.
Where is the archer? I'll go get him.
You guys definitely saw the arrow come from the directly away from the end, if that makes sense. Wait, go ahead and make perception checks to see, as a kind of a reflexive thing.
No.
Being that an arrow just got shot, is that the end of a turn? Or?
Yeah, so you're able to sneak around, and at this point, you see them pop up, shoot the arrow, and they're running to a new area to begin firing their.
All right, I'm
bow
going to go
again.
stock mode.
Sure.
I got the.
You're within, let's say, 40 feet.
40 feet.
Yep.
Got 35 speed.
Yeah, you'll be close enough with that. This is kind of a loosey-goosey thing. You're
Great.
able to sneak up to a position where you'd be able to run at them and do what you need to do.
Gotcha. I'm going to do what I need to do with my rapier and use a bonus action with the crossbow.
Oh, nice. All right, so you guys hear a distressed yell. Go ahead and roll your attack rolls.
14 for the sword and 17 for the crossbow.
All right. The 14, you come over and actually roll with advantage with the sword.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
I got advantage on that, too,
Yep.
because it says sneak attack?
No, advantage because you're snuck up on them.
Okay.
Sneak attack because also you had advantage. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
So,
Yep. Sneak attack is always granted if you have an ally within 5 feet, or you have advantage, and also at the same time, both of those things can give you sneak attack. But if you have disadvantage, you don't get it no matter what.
right. So that would be 17 for the sword?
17 for the sword and 17 for the crossbow too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely hit with both.
Great.
So you come over and you stab them kind of up through the back of the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and when they wheel around, you pull up the crossbow and shoot them, and it hits them right in the face.
Great.
From what you can see, it is a elvish build
Mm-hmm.
with a silvery mask sitting on their face,
Oh, well, you don't look like
Yep,
a very
and
nice
then-
fella there.
and they're holding their face, and they're not making too much noise, but there is almost like an animalistic, and then it
sound pleasant.
hisses at you. It almost, and then begins looking like it's running away. But go ahead and make your attack damage roll.
2 and 2.
So it definitely hurt him. So you rolled 2 and 2. What's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, for the crossbow. So
Yes.
that would be 5. 5 for the crossbow, and then 2 for the rapier.
Rapier also gets your dexterity modifier.
Nice.
Into
All right,
that.
5 and 5.
5 and 5, and your sneak attack damage because you snuck
Oh,
up on him.
2d6. Booyah.
Nope, not 2d6. You're at level.
Should be
Wait.
1d6.
Yeah, it's the same as. Hold on.
Depending
One
on what
level
level
two.
you're
One level.
to.
So
Yeah,
he's level 3.
3.
Oh, 2d6.
4.
4. All right. So then 14 damage total. A lot better than 4.
Yes.
So yes, it definitely looks plenty injured at this point. It is upset. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
5.
Sorry?
5 perception.
I have perception. Yeah, you're like, got him. Very,
He's
very
kinda
pleased
like-
with yourself.
Kind of like pin him down. He can't. I've got these
Well,
big flowy.
you ended up stabbing at him, and then as he turned around, caught him into the eye with that, but he's still up on his feet.
Oh,
and-
he's on his feet.
Yes, and
Okay.
seems to be looking to bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that is your turn, correct? Action,
Yeah,
bonus, action, movement?
That. Yeah.
Sweet. Unless you want to say anything or...
Action bonus. I'm just, be like, what you doing there, bud?
And it just... and is very upset about the situation. All right. Back at the burning building.
Get out of the way, you two.
And I'll go over and push the barrels out of the way if I can.
Athletics checks for me.
Pardon?
Athletics check for
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes, sir. Athletics it
If
is.
either of you guys want to give them
21
advantage,
total.
you can. Never mind.
Yeah. Alright, let's
I wanted to throw
I'm
that
gonna
out there
go hide
beforehand.
behind the stacked
So you
barrels that he's not.
Throw one of the
moving.
barrels down onto the ground. There are 2 more in the way, but really, realistically, if you move 1 more out of the way, you can get the door open enough to get you Gallon out.
Do I have enough? Can I still do that? in
It
this
will
turn?
take a little bit of time, but it was basically lifting this thing over. It's one of actually the beer barrels that they've got going on. So it's, and then other people are doing things at the same time that this is happening. So Shkaba, you are out. You're free.
Yes. Are we still getting shot at, or?
What did you get? Oh yeah, I had you guys roll perception checks to see if you could see what was happening.
Mine
I heard
was a
10 over
3.
here.
I got 10.
10. You guys already did your things.
Yeah, I was like,
So you're not entirely sure where it's coming from, but you do hear yowls. Go ahead and make another perception check.
All right.
Hisses.
Yes.
16.
You do see that there are 2 figures, both standing off about 120 feet away. You're not entirely, they don't look like they're friends.
I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm gonna
Sure.
watch everybody else, make sure they're fine, but keep my eyes on the 2 that I can see.
All
As
right.
they come closer, I'll loose an arrow at them.
Sure. But with the ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy and Sunny. There's 1 more barrel to move. You can wait for Bribos to push it out of the way, but that'll be next turn.
Do you want to give it a try? We can try.
No.
I'll try to be stronger.
But leg.
Well, you can push from the other leg, though. It's gonna be okay.
Rebels, you are so strong. Please,
But
you
he's moving the other barrel.
got the other barrel. I believe in you, and I'm already inspiring you. And then I am going to. All right, not having this happen again. And opens her book and is like, okay, remember, no piercing or stabbing Jeremy. And it's gonna bring
Oh,
you
I'm
this
so sorry. What is
blade
blade ward? What is disadvantage?
Yeah, but I didn't actually have it cast the time that
Oh,
I
right.
had to actually do it. And it was the one time I didn't do it. Because I was hoping move barrel. So I was like,
That's
It's damage
That's
reduction,
funny.
isn't it?
it's a disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage?
Tasha's got every single rule of every spell that they have printed off.
You
Which
have
cracks me up
resistance.
every time.
Yeah,
It's
so I thought there
resistance.
was,
Yep.
it was
It
a
is
damage
resistance.
related, not
Yeah.
Right,
roll
not actually
related.
disadvantage, but resistance.
Yeah, it just didn't happen to have it that time.
Yes.
Half the damage.
All right. So, Sunny, what you doing?
I was trying to talk her into moving the barrel.
It's very
Rivals,
upset
do you
right
want me to help you? I can help you.
Sure, let's get this damn thing out of the way.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage on your next thing.
Burning down. Let's get the hell out of here.
What do you think's in the barrels?
Beer.
You guys do notice now that you've kind of got a moment to collect yourselves out and about and process the information that you're seeing. You do see that there's another door that has been blocked off. Number 5,
Okay.
which is where the Shkaba, that the innkeepers were hiding out at.
Oh, right.
Yep. That's the whole thing. You guys also hear that the kicking is stopped. So that's the thing.
Jeremy, get ready to open the door.
Okay.
So over off in the distance, this creature is upset, to say the least. Doesn't seem to be a big fan of getting shot in the eye, which the bolt is still sticking out. It didn't look like it had penetrated very deeply,
Right.
but it definitely, if they have sight in that eye, it's a miracle.
Right.
And turns to leave and sprint away.
I'm gonna ram his ass.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. Is it that one's not a shove, is it? That's just your,
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I still got my
Oh,
gun
yeah,
on, but
for sure.
there-
You just
there's
dive
things
forward.
underneath it.
Oh yeah, dive forward and boom. Hey, so
Right,
Shkaba,
exactly.
you see this? One person jumps up, almost like off the ground, and slams their head into the back of the head of the other one. They have like a sword and a crossbow in their hands, and which is interesting.
It's all right.
16 for the attack roll, 1 for the damage.
All right, so yeah, you do hit them, but it doesn't seem to be deterring their
Just kind of like,
escape. Yeah, that kind of thing. You definitely made contact,
Right.
solid contact, and then they just. And as they're running, you see that they're moving at a blinding speed for some reason.
like faster than usual.
Yes, much faster than usual.
Oh, come here, bud. I just want to talk. Come back here.
So you all can kind of passively hear the Shkaba. You can hear every word of what's happening out there. You're watching it like, huh? Okay. And the thing goes running off and disappears into a thicket of woods.
No way to catch up with him.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're moving. Let's think here. They look like they're moving, for a frame of reference, double what their typical movement speed would end
Gotcha.
up being.
Gotcha.
So this, if you ran, you can run faster than a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is running
Twice as fast
like
as that.
no, not twice as fast as that, but 60 foot. So you'd still be, if you ran twice the amount of time, you'd catch you up and get past them by 10 feet.
Right.
But they're doing that once and then doing it again right afterwards,
Gotcha.
kind of thing. But you did get that attack of opportunity on there because it was like, well, I'm going to risk it.
Right.
Nice.
So you're able to attack the other barrel and pull that out of the way with advantage. And if you need the bardic inspiration.
Well, let's find out what I roll first.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not using my inspiration. That's going to be a 22.
Knock that one over and are
Wow,
able to
I'm getting so much stronger.
pull the door on over.
Thanks, Sonny.
You do see that Yizgalin is like, it looked like they were trying to pound onto the doorway with their fists, and it just slumped onto it. So when you open up the door, collapsed downward.
That's not good.
The room is filled with smoke, which billows out as soon as you open up the door, which has been splintered and broken from the inside from her kicking it over and over. It couldn't physically move because of these barrels.
Rivals, potatoes, rivals.
They're probably goddamn roasted at this point. Let's get his gullet out of the room.
And I'll grab her and like drag her out
Sure.
more.
And we're kind of leaving that
Like check her and see if
that
she's
bit
breathing.
of almost somebody was shooting at you, so it was kind of combat.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and make a medicine check. What is everyone else doing here? You three.
Do you see the potatoes?
15.
You can see them. They're out in the back. The room isn't on fire.
Okay.
The roof was. So and then as it was. This was burning, it started to really catch the walls and stuff like that. And then as the smoke was going to kill you guys before the fire would.
I don't know, I'm feeling really strong. Maybe I can get the potatoes. And I will
Sure.
walk over and try to.
And Jeremy will come in and hobble over and try to help.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
with
teamwork, we can
advantage.
do it.
Go ahead. Wait, what's your strength?
I'm struggling.
Oh, what is your strength
It's
score?
11.
11 and yours?
9.
9. Yeah. So between the two of you, 20, and then for dragging things, what is it, 30 times your strength score? Something like that? So
15 times?
15 times is
That's
to
a lot.
carry.
Yeah.
It's
dragging
significant.
is-
Yeah.
15 is to carry it on your person and walk
Oh,
around like a
right.
normal
Yeah,
individual.
so it's probably
And-
20 or 30.
Yeah, something. I'm pretty sure it's 30, but
I will look.
correct me if I'm wrong.
7 is what I rolled with advantage, so I'm struggling.
Yeah, and I was just double checking the math to see if you guys needed it. So it would be 500 pounds. So yeah, no, actually between the two of you, you wouldn't really need to roll because it's
Okay.
both of you. But one of you by yourselves, I don't think can carry the air. But especially not just over a shoulder kind of thing. You wouldn't be able to pick up this body and walk around with it.
Just
But
bear dragging it.
Yeah.
you guys would be able to grab it.
Yep.
It's
Hanging on the
like,
ground.
like pulling a couch with your friends. You know, like you can move it, but you're not winning any marathons that way.
We're doing
Alright.
it. Look at we.
So, Samut, what are you doing out in the field?
He disappeared.
Oh, yeah,
Clearly, he's gone. So
you could follow him if you'd like, but it is definitely something supernatural happened there, where they took off in a way that they should not have been able to.
bollocks. I turn around and I
This,
look.
this is the most magic you've seen in a long time.
Now, definitely interesting. So I'm going to turn and see what's the situation at the inn.
Sure.
Like, and start heading towards there.
Yeah, you
Because I
go-
saw all these
Oh yeah.
folks flying around and
Weird
it's
shit.
like, you know, on the bloody hell.
So you come out and you do see one of them is checking a person that's on the ground. Two of them are dragging a sack out of a room. And Shkaba, what do you do?
Yelling potatoes.
I am going to remember the horses and, without saying anything, just head to the stable.
Sure. Yeah. The stables are attached to the building, so good call.
Yeah.
And you're able to grab the horses and move them out of harm's way without them burning alive. Good thinking, because that was one of the traps that I set up of like, by the way, you forgot about your horses. Roofs collapse.
Santo's on the point tonight.
Yeah,
Good.
good.
All right, absolutely.
Thinking camp.
All right, and medicine check. What'd
It
you
was
get?
15.
15.
And it is 30 times. You're correct.
Cool. Yazgalan is alive and breathing.
Oh, good.
You should be able to wake her up after a little bit, but she's disoriented. You're going to be
Yeah,
disoriented. So.
that's good enough. I would only know enough to check and see if she's alive
Yeah,
because
basically.
I am not proficient in medicine.
Gotcha. So it's one of those things where you're like, she's breathing.
Yeah, that's
Great.
a good thing.
Basic functions.
Right.
Good.
I look around, just kind of get my bearings. Shkaba's rescuing the horses, is that right?
Shkaba is nowhere to be seen. You're not sure where he is. You heard it, and that was about it.
Fair.
Oh, and actually, weirdly enough, on the other side of your rooms is where the stables are.
And there's still
So like the back wall of your rooms is the stables.
there's still one more room with barrels in front.
Correct.
Who's in that room?
I don't. Do you know who's in that
You
room?
guys all like,
I can help you with the barrels though. I'm feeling really strong today.
Yes, let's just make sure there's no one trapped in there.
Sunma, are you approaching? Cool. So you all do end up seeing a figure start sauntering up with. Go ahead and describe yourself.
Got there's a cuirass of studded leather,
Hey.
purple pantaloons,
Sure.
that big flowy ones, and a purple cap, like a
Like, almost like trip pants. Is that?
yeah, absolutely,
Nice.
and a purple skull cap that kind of like comes down like that, not super far, but like Disney Seven Dwarf style.
Okay, yeah, I
One
dig
of
it.
those things.
All right.
Purple and studded leather, studly leather.
Studley, but
How
Right. I've still got the 5.5.
Okay.
And I've still got my rapier out and the crossbow's back at my side, but I got my hand on it.
Sure.
Just kind of like.
So
coming
armed
up.
figure comes approaching.
I would know from my perception earlier that it is not the same dude who was shooting an arrow at me.
Yes, yeah.
Fair.
This is a different look and a different build. This is a not necessarily stockier, but just kind of a little bit more broad-shouldered than the other figure. The other figure is pretty lithe.
Okay. Hey, do you want to help us move these barrels?
Jeremy's gonna look over. Sonny, no! And she's gonna go in the pages and lick her finger, look up at him, and I command you to halt! And I'm gonna use
So you gotta
command.
make a wisdom save.
This is wonderful.
13.
13.
14 is my save.
So you stop and you feel the pull of magic on your mind. You recognize that this definitely had been. You're like, okay.
Why am I stopping?
Probably would have done that if you just asked me, but
Yeah, like Jeremy has not seen the
Overreacting.
person, has not been, like she's like crossbow, arrow in my leg. Like
from Jeremy's perspective, like this
yeah,
is the enemy.
Yeah, she has no idea, so she's just like,
I got one of your crossbow bolts in my leg.
yeah,
And
it's like
oh,
I
arrow,
jacked
yeah.
arrow.
You take a look at what's in your leg there. Looks to be a bit bigger than what I've got here.
and yeah, what do you have, a hand crossbow? So
Yeah,
they're
just a hand
they're
crossbow.
little guys.
Just stay put, all right? I'm under a lot of stress.
How is it going to help us
Really?
if he just stays right there?
Just
I'm
Give
going to
me a
clear those
moment.
barrels.
Gotcha.
and
So you
gotta
come
grab-
over with
If
Sonny
there's
was
somebody in that
helping me,
room, we don't
so-
really
Gotcha.
have a lot of moments.
It looked like she was going to, but now
we don't
she's.
need strangers.
I can just do it myself.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Jeremy's
Ribos has
very
left the
protective.
conversation and walked over to the barrels and started throwing them off to the
I feel
side.
like that's very
13. And
appropriate.
13.
I use my bardic inspiration on that one.
Gotcha.
My
You say
rolls
that was
suck.
just enough to topple that one over. There it looked like there was only one in front of that one. So you knock that one over and open up the door, and there are two unconscious people lying on the ground in a room full of smoke.
I will grab them by whatever I can grab and
Grab
pull
one
them
at a
both
time.
out.
Right? Absolutely. You throw your shield down, run forward, grab them both.
I don't even
Dra-
have it strapped on yet.
Oh,
it's
you got
still
it.
on
Yeah.
my back.
Never mind. Come forward, grab them both, and Ribos comes coughing and sputtering and throwing two other bodies out of the burning building.
Do I recognize either of them?
Yes, so they're both the barkeep and his wife.
Oh, well, it wasn't who I thought it was who set fire to the building.
And then I check and make sure they're breathing.
Yep. Go ahead and make medicine checks. Shkaba, you come around the corner with the horses.
I got a 6 and a 15.
The
If
one
I
you're like,
had to
that
do two checks.
breathing, and then you just assumed both were breathing, and then moved
Perfect.
on.
They're fine.
Shkaba, you when you came back around that corner, you did see a figure dart out of the woods on a horse and start riding down the road away from you guys, towards the west, the direction that you're moving to.
Yeah.
But it had been moving, quickly on the horse, like it was basically straight off galloping out of the woods and moving down the road. But it was quite a ways off, and you didn't have a lot of distractions going on, so you're able to zero
Yeah.
in on it.
Would I be able to take a shot at it?
You wouldn't have enough time to drop the horses, pull out your bow,
Okay.
and then
That's
fire.
fair.
By the time you pull that out, you're like
Damn.
So which way was he going again? He was going
west,
West.
west down the road.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring the horses over to everybody and
Get them on the horses. We gotta get out of here now.
Who's this guy? Who the hell are you?
Yeah, Jeremy still has her hand up, like basically trying to.
I'd
hold
gladly
it
approach
there.
to tell you, but this one's a bit overcautious, sir.
Yes,
Overcautious?
We've had a bit of a time
Who's overcautious?
this morning. Please excuse my friend Jeremy.
What do you mean? He's a stranger.
Don't
Vamos.
worry, he is amigo.
I
We
don't.
have
You know him?
potatoes.
Yes,
We have
yes.
Sgalin, who is not conscious,
She's okay. She'll be okay in a minute.
and now we're adding a stranger to the mix.
Well,
Well, they're not
I don't
strangers.
think
We
we
saw them
need
at the
to
bar.
If you
cause
haven't
any more
noticed,
harm
I'm
at
pointing
this
to the
moment.
people on the ground.
Not who you're talking
if you
about.
haven't noticed, I took care of that guy that was taking pot shots at you.
Jeremy did not
Shkaba,
notice.
you can definitely confirm
Jeremy?
that. You saw it.
Because you're a neurotic wee one, eh?
She kind of starts. No, who is this? What?
Skaba says he
Who
knows.
is this,
Don't
huh?
worry.
Yeah,
If he
you,
was here to kill us, he would have killed us by now.
She kind of like clenches her hand and releases the command spell.
Well, the command only lasts
one action. It
Yep.
would have been her.
So you did it the one time and then just stood there like,
Don't make me do it again.
She believes that she has to release it. She doesn't know how it works, so she thinks she has to release
so
it.
somehow you do recognize Shkaba. You're not entirely sure his name, but you've worked with him before.
Do I know you?
Yes. We done a couple jobs together, amigo.
So mostly what has ended up happening is that you get into these jobs, and this is somebody who you just happened to had to have worked with because the job necessitated it. It wasn't necessarily that it was a contact that you had, but it was like a friend of a friend kind of thing. You just happened to be like, we're doing, I'm doing this job. You're also getting paid to do something alongside with this. Not a lot of pleasantries have been exchanged, but you know that he is in the underground in some capacity and very businesslike.
Is this guy the same kind of friend as the other one? Back at the caves?
Kip was definitely a different monster. Kip was just a kid who grew up on the streets. He's not a professional, if that makes sense. He does the easy jobs because they're easy for a reason. But this guy, he does the dangerous jobs because he knows what he's doing and he can get paid for it.
Just know this one has a good head on his shoulders. The other one, we just will not talk about him for a while.
It's just awfully convenient that in the most dangerous times, friends of yours just happen to show their faces.
Jeremy agrees with Ribos.
I'm gonna
I
walk.
don't like it.
I agree with both of you guys.
I assure you, I mean no harm.
I'm gonna walk up and, hi, I'm Sunny.
If you took care of that, Archer, I appreciate that.
I didn't quite take care of him, but I scared him away.
It's good enough.
You hear, oh, what is?
Is Colin?
And she kind of rolls over and sits up and is like kind of on her knees and with her hands sitting on her knees and just like kind of blinking at the ground.
Good morning. Good morning. You're late for work. Let's go.
Who did this? Did you get where's? And she like kind of looks around for the body.
We have potatoes.
I'm assuming whoever did this is the one that this fella scared away.
Thank you.
Seemed to me like to be figures of elvish creatures, but with a silver mask on.
Silver mask.
I plugged him good in the eye, but the mask didn't break.
That does sound
You
familiar.
did. Hold on. it goes through and starts coughing and hacking and just spitting out globs of phlegm.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the sack of potatoes and put it on one of the horses.
Sure.
since Shkaba brought them around.
You do see that there's no fire damage to the sack itself, so
Good,
hopefully
good.
there shouldn't be any issues there.
While they're coughing, I'm gonna kind of like they're talking awful lot about potatoes, so I'm gonna
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of like watch it
Sure.
while he's moving it around.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. He puts it onto the horse and it sits oddly. But go ahead and make an investigation.
17.
17. You've transported a few bodies in your time.
I
And
have.
you're like, that doesn't seem like it's a sack of potatoes. And the fact that they keep saying it like that, like sack of potatoes, not
Yes.
the potatoes, not the produce, not
Boil
the
them, wash them,
cargo.
stick them in the stew.
Right, the sack of potatoes.
Yes.
Like
The sack.
The sack.
Potatoes.
definitely triggered some alarm bells. We're like, okay,
Yeah.
But Yizgan's like the mask had smoke. How did you hit their eye and it didn't break?
Are you squishing someone's head?
No, it's the mask it had like slits.
I broke right through it, but it didn't actually shatter the mask.
Must have been one hell of a shot.
Oh,
Commendable.
I'm good at what I do, though what I do isn't
Speaking
very
of,
nice.
and then she points down at
Sometimes what I do
Jeremy's
is not
leg.
Very nice.
And be like, and
Like she forgot about it
like
for a minute.
you had an arrow in your arm,
Yeah.
and it's just been like, hi.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna start finishing strapping my armor up
All
after
right.
I get the potatoes on the horse.
Pretty easy as far as that goes. So, Yizgalin does help patch you up with one of her special little concoctions that she has going on. So, How much damage did you end up taking?
5.
Oh, you're fully healed.
Oh, sweet.
Sunny, how much damage did you take?
9 total.
Jeez.
You are fully healed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take it.
Ranger poultices.
There it
That's
is.
what she's got going on. Oh, yeah. After doing that, Nick, I don't have any more of those today.
Hopefully we won't need it.
Earth willing will give me strength.
And you see all my features go soft and elvish, and a purple blue light pulls.
That's strange.
Stop doing that in front of people.
In front of what people?
He motions over at the guy with the purple cap.
Oh, I think we are beyond
This-
this at
that
this point.
people.
This
Oh.
kind stranger here.
That's good to hear, and I'll fly in his pocket.
This is about as much excitement as I've witnessed in a week.
Like,
Go
Just
ahead and make
Jerry,
another
just-
investigation check at the weird flight.
This is starting
Oh,
to
which
become par for the course. For us.
Investigation.
Look, I'm really good at jumping.
That term range doesn't even make sense
9.
in D&D, does it?
9. You looking at it, you don't acknowledge that as much as the glowing that's happening.
Right.
You're just like, so in your head you're like magic,
curious.
magic. Weird. You know, like that's a lot to have in one area, but it sparks an idea in your head.
So clearly you're a atypical bunch. What is
I wouldn't say we're typical.
We're
atypical?
comrades of convenience.
Sorry.
Atypical.
Atypical. Halfling is not my first language. So, I'm sorry. I didn't. You probably didn't get that on the last episode. So, halfling is common in this world. Common
Okay.
isn't common.
Okay, cool. So I gotcha. I've got common. So
Sweet. And then you feel free
Add
to
that
change it to
common
what
to
you
you.
like, but I don't think it's going to be super relevant.
what's this what's this bit about the potatoes there?
There are potatoes. What is to know?
It's just something casual. Nothing to worry about.
That was last episode.
Now, riddle me this.
Running gags are great.
Why are these potatoes so important to you?
Jeremy thinks you're asking a lot of questions for being so new to our group. Don't you
Escalin
think?
just really likes potatoes.
We all like
It's
potatoes.
a Goliath thing.
Uh-huh. So where are these potatoes going to?
Again, a lot of questions for
Potato
somebody who
store.
has just showed up here.
Where do you sell potatoes?
I don't. What
The-
are we
the-
doing here?
I'll pop my
Farmer's
head out of the
market.
pocket. Potatoes are really yummy.
Sunny.
We have to eat.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That has gotten worse. Jeremy is now just like I've lost control.
I'm gonna step towards Jeremy, like kind of.
Oh, Jeremy is
Right.
going to.
So
Kind of like-
thank you for your assistance.
And I'll go over and get on a horse.
It's a good
Yes,
idea.
yes.
I've
Thank you
seen-
for your assistance.
I have seen a lot of sacks in my day, and those surely aren't potatoes.
Well,
It's more of
astute
a
observation. What do you want me to tell
cold
you?
weather tuber. If,
They are potatoes.
like a
Intimidation.
turnip. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yasgalin is like very like lamely trying to steer this
9.
away.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, brutal. So you can tell that this guy tried to kind of, get at you a little bit. You know how you can tell sometimes when somebody's trying to get, like, not quite get in your face, but
Under your
are,
skin a little.
kind of like, what are you going to do
Needling
about it?
you.
Kind of thing. Bingo. Yeah.
Jeremy does not like this. We do not need to entertain this any longer. I think we should go.
Come on, Jeremy. Get on the horse.
And I'll pop out of the pocket. But Ribos said comrades of convenience, and he conveniently showed up.
Sonny, it's
I did
like
save
you
your
don't need to
lives.
acknowledge anything we've talked
Thank
about
you
so far.
for your help.
Well,
We
no sweat.
appreciate it.
It seemed like there was something fishy going on with the barrels in front of the door and the burning building.
The building collapsed over behind you.
Case in point. That could have been you.
You grabbed my booze, right?
I didn't know that was my job to do that.
What do you? Oh,
It's
boy.
attached to him. It's
I
wait,
like-
wait, or did no?
Yeah,
No?
Because I think I
No,
took it with
you
me.
did.
and
It was in the Foot
thing.
Locker. So you hear
Yeah.
the collapsing of the building, and you're like, oh no.
Oh,
My
no.
job.
And it is a collapsed, burning pile of wreckage.
You said beer was in these barrels, yeah?
Yes.
I'll fumble through my bag and
Sure.
whatever container
Yeah,
I
you have your the weird one.
Yeah.
The
Metal
big
glass
old.
one.
Yep.
So that won't hold nearly as much liquid, but it'll hold something.
Okay.
So actually, your rations now go down to nothing.
Well,
Yep.
Where did my
I
notebook?
have
I think we're
14.
going to be on our way.
Well,
Thank you once again.
okay. hold on, and I'll fly all the way out of the pocket and see if I can't use like my woodworking tools to like
Oh, yeah,
pop off
absolutely.
the cork
Yep.
or cut a hole,
you
whatever I have
jab
to do.
something in there, twist it, and
Yeah,
pop the thing out. It just
Perfect.
pours all over the ground.
awesome. And I will whatever empty containers I have.
Yeah.
I
Did you
will,
grab? You didn't grab any other glass bottles or anything like that,
I
did you?
have. Hold on. I have my.
All right. So you don't have
God.
14
I think
anymore.
it's my
Where's
other
my pen? It's right here.
Let me reach my bag for
I look over. Is Galen get on the horse?
We'll say you
yet?
have 2 days. Yes, Yasgalin started moving over that way and has kind of pushed Jeremy along.
Jeremy's already on the horse with me.
Yeah, and then
So
has
I'll
thanked Sunmut and then is going to hop up.
Start riding.
Hold on. All right. You, Birdman. You know me. I know you. We've worked together.
Sorry.
What's happening? Where are you going?
The potatoes, we gotta take them somewhere to the. You know what?
The farmer's market. Come
There
on.
we go, the market of the farmers. We're going to the farmers market.
And then, where is this market located exactly? Riddle me this.
Look, you're gonna get too many questions, amigo. I mean, I try to just keep in the air, keep to myself. But where are we going again, amigo?
To the city. I don't know what it's called.
Cree.
Cree.
Cree?
And she shakes
Well,
her
I
head
happen
like
to know
I
that
shouldn't
place
have
like
said
the back of my hand. It's where I've come from.
Which in
didn't know
Shkaba,
that way
you
too.
recognize that when she says Cree, you go, oh right, yeah, that's where I know him from, and
It's my stomping grounds.
Good. Maybe you know a quicker way to get there. We're a bit time strapped.
Well, I certainly do.
You do know of something that they apparently don't know if they're traveling on this road. That they're with a presumably dead body. There is the
A shortcut.
no, not
it's a
the
very
shortcut.
still
The reason
body.
for the shortcut. There's a appears to be a military checkpoint.
Yes.
Which
But I
you
can
guys
get
are
you
on
around that and get you there faster.
He's got a
If you're obviously okay. Let's not mince words here. That is a dead body in that bag.
Us potatoes.
It's a dead body masquerading as potatoes.
All right,
dead body.
let's say that it is. What is it of your business?
Well, there is a military checkpoint up the way if you take the common road,
That's
and
good.
you are certainly going
yes.
to get popped.
Because the duchies must be at war over the death of the heir.
Good. So can't we just go give it to them and it'll be all done, right?
No. The problem is if, all right, let's say the next area, the next duchy, the ruler there, if they have reason to not want the heir to give any information, like let's say if they sent the assassin or a friend of theirs did, or it's just better if he just stays quiet and dead.
It is always better when the dead stay dead.
Yes. Stay dead, but stay quiet.
Also,
See what I'm saying?
yes,
Who is
both.
this guy?
Naturally.
I
It's-
prefer both.
I'm at the barrel, like with my face underneath,
Lying on the
drinking
ground.
whatever I can drink.
Wheezing the
Like a
juice.
Yeah.
cartoon, like just
Yeah. Yep. And then to answer your question, the only container I have is the gourd-shaped one.
Yeah.
And I have 2 potion bottles that I'm considering dumping out. And,
just feel like I don't need these potions.
Healing what?
oh, well, I better keep them. And I'll put those back in my bag. But
Gotcha.
after this is filled, while they're talking, I'm just like, oh,
Who needs healing when you're drunk?
That's a wee lush there.
hey,
So
don't you worry about me. Go.
But yes, you have 2
This
days
is
worth of
going
rations in your gourd shaped.
Say again.
2 days worth of rations.
Thank you.
So maybe you can show us how to get around this checkpoint.
Oh, gladly.
Oh yeah. Oh, he knows everything about us now. I mean, I think it's
We
fine.
figured it out.
Oh,
I mean, we're
he
not.
did know. It was very easy from the perspective of you two just talking about it.
Well, he still
He
doesn't know everything about
identified
it.
the
You're
potatoes.
exaggerating a little bit. Just bring it down a couple of notches, maybe.
Oh, I bring it down a couple notches. Jeremy is normally the speaker and hasn't said one
I go
damn
over and
thing.
slap
Hey,
him.
did you want a drink?
Oh yeah.
Well, you're
What's
making
up?
up for
So,
it
hold
right
on,
now.
hold on. So Shkaba does come over and just across Jeremy's face.
Whoa.
He gets dead silent. His gums like, oh, maybe we should all take a breath.
Oh, he didn't know. And you guys are walking like
No.
start flipping pages.
We don't know what we're going to run into later. If we kill each other here,
Problem solved?
No, no,
Nope.
no. We need each other to make it there.
You know, those
if,
was my words before, but I'm taking them back now.
if I didn't have you, and you, and you, and you, I would be dead. We would have no horses. The heir's body would burn.
I love you too.
And then she like
son.
stops.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna do a persuasion check.
yeah. For what are you saying?
Particularly, well, originally to, convince them to come on the shortcut
Sure.
with me, and that I mean no harm. But now, try to persuade them to tell me this heir business.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
11.
And she's
See what I'm
What
talking
the-
about?
yes. I
heir?
see what you're talking about.
The heir?
The
I
yes.
see too.
The
Daggers at Shkaba.
Right.
It's like,
the heir to the throne. We're trying to transport the body to somewhere where we can speak with him
Why are you telling him?
post-mortem. Because we're already in this mess here.
oh yeah.
Well, you certainly won't want to take the high
He's
road.
going to help us. He might as well know.
He
what
says
we're
there's a shortcut. There's a military checkpoint, which makes sense for the area that we're in. I don't know where else to go. Unless any of you know this area well enough to find a shortcut to the city that we are going to.
Oh,
Well, if
but-
I am not mistaken, the last one of Shkaba's friends that tried to take us down a path, well, it was going to be our last.
But he was at least forefront with the information with Shkaba here.
Yes, that's supposed
If you have another idea, by all means.
Oh no, all the information is already given, so we might as well just go with him now.
We're going now?
Like Jeremy is
Spicy
upset,
Jeremy
like
is
super
spicy.
pissed
I like
right now. Like,
All right, one more drink and then we can go.
Yes.
All right, you take a drink.
What shortcut is this?
It's around through the woods, about the way. It's a bit off the beaten path, but
As long as
I've
the
got a
horses
wagon
don't-
up the way, so
You
I
want to
mean,
bring a wagon through the woods?
I'll probably detach it just before we get to the thick part of it.
No one should.
But I'm gonna need to come back for it.
Well, the potatoes would travel a bit better in a wagon for now. We could probably make a better time.
Show us the way. Gets on one of the horses and then kind of and has the body. The body's on that one, isn't it? Or is the body? No, the body's on the
The
one
body's
with
on the one
Jeremy.
with Jeremy and me.
Then she reaches down a hand for you and to help you up onto the horse so that you can get back to wherever you guys are going
Just
to.
back over there.
Yeah.
And then I'm
so,
gonna retrieve my stuff
opt
and
out.
head over.
so it's Sunny in Shkaba's pocket,
Correct.
and then you guys all move towards. Are you going toward the wagon first to grab that and then go?
I was gonna go forth and grab my horse, but
Yes.
if I'm riding shotgun,
Right. The horse doesn't look like it's particularly pleased to have that much weight on it. Yizgalin is a very large person. Being a Goliath-blooded, which you can tell
right.
from seeing everybody and that kind of thing, that definitely a lot heavier. So having two of you guys on there probably won't last for a super long time for this horse.
all right, let me just go back and get my
That's not
stuff. It's
three
just a few
Yes.
feet back there.
3 horses. Yep. So one for Yizgalin, one for Rybos, one for Jeremy, and the body.
Correct.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
We weren't
That's
on
what
the
we're.
same horse.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
right.
So there, back to our.
We're just gonna nip back a few yards back and get my stuff.
Very well, and begin traveling off. So if you guys are kind of near each other, so if you want to talk on the way, and then you guys are near each other, yeah, obviously. So if you want to talk on the way,
Ew.
I'm not sure about this new person, but hey, if Shkaba was going to sell us out, he would have done it for money. And he had that opportunity already, so
We're really good at selling ourselves out, really. So I mean, I guess this is what I was going to be. I mean, Sonny is not the most discreet being in this world.
I don't know if any of us are terribly discreet at this point.
Can I hear them?
no,
Close enough?
no.
Okay.
You are way up in the air. Yep. I'm
Oh, that's right.
assuming.
We're flying. Duh.
It's okay, Jeremy. I
We
still
fly
got your
in this
back.
area.
Not yours.
Can you hear what they're
Rybos.
saying?
I don't know. Can I hear what they're saying? No.
I think Jeremy's
You can make it up though. Apparently, Sunny can't tell.
It looks like they are upset because of the new guy.
Accurate.
He was talking on a horse. I mean, I mean, probably not necessarily doing anything else, but.
Do you see anything up ahead?
You do see a wagon, as you guys approach. That is, you see that Yizgalin and that horse moves a little quicker to get towards that, and it looks like the wagon is not any worse for wear.
No magic.
Yep. There you go.
All
And
right.
the leaving the wagon here might cause some issues, but you can bring it further into the woods, drop it off for a little while, and then go on your shortcut.
I planned on keeping it in, like, not right off the edge of this
Right.
particular path that it's on.
For sure.
But
Just-
further into it, so that
Absolutely.
way I could disguise it
Perfect. Yeah.
somehow.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
So let's do that. And plus I've got Bessie.
Yep.
So,
how,
right on-
to
hop on
approach,
Bessie.
you do see. Go ahead and describe your wagon a little bit for me.
It's it looks like a Romney caravan sort of thing with the flared tops and things.
There you go.
There's curtains on either side of it, so you can't see what's inside of it. But there's one horse, dapple gray, hooked up to the front of it, and that's Bessie.
Nice.
And it's got a couple of two hooded lanterns hanging in the front that aren't lit right now because it's the day, obviously.
Cool.
But it's not super big. It's enough to. I mean, like if somebody wanted to, or you wanted to lay a sack of potatoes inside of it, then
Definitely an option.
that would work. That would be an option. It would be cramped. Probably have to take the sack of potatoes out if I wanted to access my own goods, which
I
are
don't
my
think
own goods.
I don't think the potatoes are too terribly worried about being cramped, so
Yeah.
it'll be all good.
Potatoes really are. And so as you grab your horse, you hitch it up to the wagon, move everything off, and then unhitch the horse, put different tack onto the horse to be ridden instead of pulling the wagon, and begin traveling further and further into the woods without really telling anyone where you guys are going or how you're getting there, other than we're going that way.
That's the way to go.
So we've
We'll
already
go right
ditched the
around there.
wagon.
We'll keep you away from
Yep.
the feds.
The wagon has been pulled far enough into the woods where you don't think that anyone, if somebody happens across the wagon in here and then has a horse to pull it, good for them.
All right. So we only temporarily put the potatoes in the wagon, and now the potatoes are back on the horse.
So it probably hadn't moved the potatoes yet.
Okay.
But it
wasn't that
I think
far of
that
travel.
so that was more of talking about if it was
If you were gonna use
if you were going to use the wagon, yes, that would work, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Big enough so that would function without too much of a. I mean, if somebody tossed the wagon, they'd definitely find it.
Just wasn't sure how far of a travel it was to get to the woods
Yes.
where we would
So
be stopping.
it looked like it
to
was
get rid of the
only
wagon
about
temporarily.
A half hour or so to get to where you were at there, and another half hour to get into the woods, which I'm going to mark that on your little timesheet. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys are at 57 hours, so now you're at 58. All right.
You can still see him on the trail, right?
Oh yes, do not worry.
And actually, once they get further, a little bit further into this little thicket of woods, you stop being able to see them as easily because of the canopies. In order to maintain constant contact, you'll have to be a little lower.
Do you think we should fly ahead and make sure there's nobody up there?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll fly ahead and I'll come back up from the front.
Sure. Go ahead and make a survival check.
I'm gonna like through my hole in the pocket, try to help as best I can.
Sure. Yeah, with advantage.
Literally can't see anything, but like I am.
It's the thought that counts.
All right.
So,
It's more or less like Shkaba talks out loud, and then Sonny weighs in on your kind of opinions, and then
18.
18. So you're able to manage to find them without losing track. Basically, guess where they're going to go and land and not land in front of them, but get in front of them and then backtrack a little bit because they're not moving super fast. So you have to move a little quicker and then kind of stop and wait for them.
Yeah.
But you don't know how reliable that's going to be because if you lose track of them, then now you're searching in the woods for these people and you're not entirely sure where they went because you guessed wrong the time
Yeah.
before. So you're not sure how off you are in any direction.
Maybe we should stay a little closer now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll fly about 10 feet above them if I can.
All right. So for now, we're going to take a break, and then when we get back, we'll get to the rest of the shortcut. All right. See you guys in 7 minutes. Welcome back. All right, and where we left off, you're in the woods, traveling off, and getting through the shortcut to your destination. You've been traveling about an hour and a half or so into the woods. Not a lot of conversation going on with Sunmut here. Yizgalan has been silent the whole time, almost contemplative. I know that you guys had some conversations here, both Rybos and Jeremy, and Shkaba and Sunny are speculating on what they're talking about down below.
And during this time as well, I've strapped my shield on.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Pull out my spear, focus on it a little bit.
Sure.
It pulses, it is enveloped by shadows that then disappear, and it just looks like a normal spear. And
There you go.
I stow it back.
So Sunmut, you have seen that. He keeps glowing at random intervals.
Certainly are.
And actually, yeah, every hour or so he... You're like,
Yeah, I'll roll a fresh one since it's been a couple.
So, Mr. Convenience, what's your name, sir?
It's Herr Sunmut, sir.
Herr Sunmut.
But you can call me Sunmut.
Where are you from? I don't recognize the
From
title.
Kiri. It's where you're heading to.
Cree.
Cree.
Kri.
I gave you the wrong spelling because I keep doing that to myself. Because I realized that Kiri is from Critical Role. It's the little bird fella. And then I was like, what? Cree.
Cree.
Yeah.
It's where you're heading to. It's why I'm the perfect host for you.
Ah, yes.
So perfect.
I told you.
Jeremy, be nice.
You need
It
help,
was okay.
and I'm here to give it to you.
We don't have a choice.
Yes.
I understand.
Thank
And
you.
if things go south,
Anything for my man Shkaba, right there? Huh?
We're
Huh?
glad the
Huh?
part of Jeremy's help.
How do you know Shkaba?
Well, we ran a few gigs back in the day.
Did a couple jobs together. You didn't do too bad.
Fair. I mean, you're both still alive, so I suppose you did fine.
Kinda, sorta. There was the one time where he tripped the alarm and I had to save both of our asses.
But it happens.
Happens to the best of us.
Sometimes you gotta keep. I mean, I got the big wings, and they get in the way sometimes.
Yes, conveniently in the way at times, from our experience.
Yeah, like in Jeremy's face.
I could do it again if you want me to.
Don't test me. I will get my book out for real this time.
Are you sure you all are actually friends?
I'm gonna fly out
I
of the
don't know
pocket.
we
anymore.
are new friends.
Yes, you know how it goes.
Do friends of convenience,
Indeed.
such as myself.
Comrades
Follow
of
this kid around.
convenience. And I'll pop back out of the pocket.
Who's
Jeremy.
Conrad? Comrade. Comrade. of
Yeah.
convenience.
I was gonna say, I don't think his name's Conrad.
Who knows?
I think Jeremy's mad at me. I'm gonna go ride with her for a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm back over your shoulder like this. So
And you can actually, when you're standing on the back of the horse, your head is above. You can see pretty well. right
cool.
there.
So I literally envision myself
Just hanging out.
What are you doing?
How tall is she?
2.5 foot.
Yeah.
And then
3.
2 6.
Yeah. And then so since you're sitting down,
Yeah.
she ends up being a head taller than you are.
Sonny, watch out for that branch!
Oh, like tree branch. Okay, I got it. Oh. And I'll finally talk. Jeremy, are you mad at me? I think that you're mad at me.
Jeremy is frustrated with the situation. Is
Oh,
why.
so not me.
Speaking of,
I mean, you're
stop,
part of it.
stop. She's gone, starts looking around. Did you hear that?
What are you looking
No, I was talking to Sunny.
I only hear Jeremy being mad at everyone.
Keep your eyes peeled. Starts moving again.
Have I detached my cart yet?
Oh yeah. About an hour ago.
Okay, great.
Yep. So just the horse, and then Yizgalan seems nervous at this point.
What's the matter there, love?
Something's out there.
It's the woods, of course something's out there.
Something not woods-like. She just gets a little shitty about it.
Could it be the threat from earlier?
Oh, I don't want to get hit with another arrow.
I'll plug him in the face again if it happens. Come on.
What is
Did you
the
in the back of
travel
his pocket.
route there?
Great.
Does it travel what?
What is it? Sorry, travel.
The order?
Travel
Order.
order. Thank you. That's the one.
Well, he knows the shortcut.
I know the short. I know the shortcut. So I was originally in the front with the cart, but then I detached the cart.
Yep.
And
Sign.
Timber.
I am
There's a sign
still judo butcher boom.
We got a big old Warhammer sign in the background falling off. Oh,
I'm still riding point.
gotcha. Yizgalin does kind of overtake a little bit and is
Right.
keeping her eyes peeled. But
I
it's-
figured that she was like
next
right
to
up with me because
yeah.
she was, like looking at me like,
On that ass.
I
like
would
a-
be-
disapproving mother on prom night.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
So pretty close
Next
within
to you.
a 5-foot thing there.
Where's Jeremy? Jeremy is not
Down here.
on
I'm on the very, very bottom, excuse me.
I mean, I only
Oh,
saw.
hi.
I saw a
There
black
he is.
splotch.
I also blend in pretty well.
I
Just
have,
like you,
So
Rex.
I'm on
I have
Gallon
since-
6.
Gotcha.
You know, as
Oh,
I
yes,
should, as I
Gallon?
should be.
She does jump off her horse
Which way are we going?
and start walking it.
Oh, yeah.
And then pulls out a sword and is like looking around really cautiously. Is
I'll,
taking a couple steps
I'll
forward.
stay.
Oh,
in the
whatever's
saddle
out there,
for
be
right
careful,
now.
love.
Yes, yes.
I've since ditched Jeremy and I'm back in his pocket.
Gotcha.
Hey, do you think we should maybe like? Okay.
I'm gonna stealth in the closest piece of woods there, and like follow.
So
his goblin.
goes darting off. And are you like hiding behind trees and stuff like that? Like, are you
Yeah.
trying to do one of these things?
Yeah,
off
I'm
to the
trying
side?
to keep in the trees. while-
Gotcha. Like that kind of thing? Or
Yeah.
did you want to go somewhere else?
No, that works.
Perfect. And you guys can zoom out on your map. I've got a different thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm
Goodness.
going to swap
go way over
things
here
here.
I'm gonna
In just a
stay
moment.
within line of sight of his Gallon, and I'm gonna ready a spell, Eldritch Blast. If I see her attack anything that I can see,
Sure.
I'll let it go. So, see me raise up my hand, and a green-brown mist starts to form around it.
gross, dude.
Kind of swamp ass, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Jeremy's gonna quietly try to. Rivals, you're very
And
powerful. I believe in you, and bardically inspire you.
Jeremy, you're the best friend.
I'm
I'm glad we
dismounting
met.
I as well.
and I'm going to go the opposite route, but drop off their radar
Also
Gotcha.
applies to magic.
with a
Oh.
stealth check. But I'm gonna go
We can
like
apply
basically I'm
advantage.
gonna orbit his Gallon.
Nice. Oh, that's the new.
There you go.
alternate
Yep.
rope on top.
All right, and sorry, where's Rybos going?
I'm staying.
Kind of right behind.
Yeah, not right behind because she seems like she's trying to be a little stealthy.
Sure.
So I just want to stay within a line of sight of
Absolutely.
her.
Does right there work?
That's fine.
Perfect,
as
Jeremy?
long as I'm
Jeremy's
within
gonna take up the rear
about
and
50 feet of her.
That works.
stay close to Ribos.
You're within 10 feet of her
Okay,
at this
great.
point. But she's moving forward.
19
And
stealth
stay with
check,
Reva?
just so you know.
19. Perfect. So Sunmut disappears off into the woods, which is alarming to everybody else.
Just great.
Watch out for an ambush.
Yeah, it seems that way.
What's going on?
Oh, no. Keep an eye on this guy.
I'm gonna hop out of his pocket and. Bloop. Yep. Thank you. Here, I got it. Just come right over here behind this bush. Not hover, not fly. I will walk.
slink through the
Gotcha.
rain.
Just
Like
gonna
a
like
normal
snuggle
person.
against the tree.
After a long moment, you don't see or hear anything going on out of the ordinary.
What is this goblin doing?
She's standing there, very still with the horse in her reins, just with her sword out, ready to go. In her left hand, weirdly enough, she seems like she's right-handed, but holding it with her left right now.
Hey, she ready to beat that.
Does anybody roll perception yet? No.
No, not yet. Except for he's gone.
Can I roll
Yeah, go ahead.
perception?
Then after a while, she kind of stands up, puts the sword away.
Okay.
I thought I heard something.
Raccoon? I'm not good at scaring those
If it was
rodents away.
If it was a raccoon, I think it was something I wasn't familiar with.
I could try to sneak ahead a little bit
Can
and
I-
see if I see anything.
Can I fly straight up? And,
Yeah.
Like out of the trees and see
Sure,
if I
sure.
see something?
All right. And what is everyone's passive perceptions except for you, who got a? What'd you get?
Oh,
Any perception check?
9.
9.
Yeah.
So
Like 12.
there you go.
My passive, yeah.
11 is my
11?
passive.
15.
16.
So both Shkaba and Sunmut, you do notice that there is a pile of sticks near Yezgalan that is starting to shift. This one right here. One with a big old red circle on it.
Got it.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Mind if I do? Hey,
That's the
combat,
thing
dude.
happening now.
All right, big hitters. See some big hitters.
No
Not bad,
whammy,
not
big
bad.
whiffer.
Oh, that didn't work.
I want to do this.
That's 19. Why don't you tell the camera? I got
Jeremy
16.
Big hitters out here.
This is Cheetah.
19
Let's see
total.
here. Hold on one moment. So Jeremy, Sunny, Ribos. Oh, why did I do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Come on, Ribos. All right, Jeremy.
24.
4.
Dang.
I know.
Sunny.
9.
9. Sunmut.
19.
19. Shkaba.
23.
23.
22. Excuse me. For math. And small dice number. Sorry.
And Ribos.
16.
16. Is Gallon. Is 15. And then bunch of bad guys. All right. Gotta hide that there.
I saw myself do it and I was like, nope.
I was just kidding anyway.
Nosy person.
Oh yeah,
So I
that's
have
what it
a
was.
clear shot at the screen over here. And I'm just like, look away. Like before he gave us power here,
Uh-huh.
I was like, I can see everything. Look away.
It honestly wasn't going to be too big of a deal if you guys saw things going on. You just see what the enemies look like. I mean, if there's enemies.
What do you
Telling us the right
mean? It's a bag of potatoes.
Raccoons love potatoes.
All right. So we have Shkaba first. You see that pile is starting to shift. What would you like to do? You're going first. You're about 10 foot off the ground at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight you there with a white thing. And I'm actually going to label this 10 foot.
Beautiful. And how far away is the stick pile?
The stick pile, it looks like
There's a loose grid.
there is a ruler function on the right hand side.
Ooh.
Yep, right there. That's the one.
And I just point and click.
Yep. Yep. Click on it and then
Click,
drag it to
hold,
somewhere
drag.
else, and then that will show you where to go. You watching at home will not be able to see what they're doing on that, but it looks like 25 feet.
Okay, cool. I am going to swoop my way past everyone and run up to it and give it a little 1-2.
Shkaba is attacking a pile of twigs.
Swoop, there it is.
And as I
Very
pass,
birdlike.
as I pass his gallon, I'm gonna say, "Look out!"
Mouse.
And hit.
What are you making a nest?
Awesome.
Look around the tree. Bloody hell.
All right, and one. Sorry. Oop. Mm,
No way.
Apparently that's how they roll day-to-day. I'm going so slow.
Perfect. All right. So that was weird. Knocked everything over. All right, Shkaba, you flew over, attacked the pile
Yeah.
with what?
My repeater.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Cat.
Do I get advantage on this, or because it didn't see me?
You're not. No, you do not.
That's okay. Okay, so
Nice try.
The stick wasn't looking at me.
24.
24.
Nice.
You definitely hit the thing, and now I've just got to open up.
It doesn't have
and-
eyes, so it can't see me. It's not a bag of potatoes.
Oh shoot, where's my? Oh, I'm using it
of
over there.
potatoes.
That's using my phone.
Waiting for
So,
like the potatoes.
I just realized that all of
I've
the
been trying to
resources that I'm using
squeeze it in there.
to look up stuff is being used currently.
I've got a stuff looker upper if you need it.
That's all good. I have this one. It's another one of the phones that didn't work for everything, but it should work for this. And I just got to use an iPhone, which is never fun.
Says you.
Now we're never going to get that Apple
Right?
sponsorship.
Android for
He
life.
doesn't mean it.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh, jeez, what am I? Twig. All right, that's what it is. I almost said the name of the enemy. Give nothing away, but
I heard nothing.
Nobody knows my name.
Plank.
GTS.
Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie. Is that what you're fighting?
Yes. Hardcore awesome. Good reference.
All right. What was to hit?
24.
Oh, it definitely hits. All right. So go ahead and roll damage.
9.
Go ahead with sneak attack because you are within 5 foot of an ally.
Oh,
Of it.
baller.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh, well, yeah, because we didn't. Yeah.
His Goblin is next to the stick pile square.
oh,
13 then.
Sorry?
13.
13. All right. The you come down and whatever was moving is no longer moving.
Yeah? Cool. Then I'm just going to back away a little bit
Sure.
and tell his Goblin to.
The sticks, they moved. I swear to God.
So, and she just
What, did they bark at you or something?
bark at you. Incredible.
Did he say the sticks were moving? And I'm gonna look around me to see if I can see any more piles of sticks.
guys can make fun of me.
Here and
What
there.
you want?
Yeah. There's. I
I'll
mean,
do
there's
it with
sticks
your ass.
piece of tree.
occasionally.
That
Jeremy.
would be something.
You didn't see anything, so you're like, what are you talking about?
this is crazy. Why are we doing this? But I just gets out her book and turns the page and just protect me from
It's just
any
immediately like,
harm,
"Don't
please.
fucking hurt me."
Bing, and
Yeah.
playing word. I'm just like, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
And I'm just walking around and like taking my ikawa and like every pile of sticks that I see,
On
I'm
your
just
turn.
stabbing. What is? He said the sticks, right?
Oh, that
Not
was
that
my
sick.
turn.
This is all happening in 6 seconds. So him freaking out, stabbing at the thing. Jeremy's like, what? And is calling on the
Don't
book.
hurt me. Don't hurt me. And yeah, that's my turn though.
All right. And
This day.
Sonny,
Yeah.
as you pull out your Ikawa and you're like, where's the sticks?
Yeah, and I'm just like every pile I see, I'm like, bad stick, bad
Hold
stick.
on. You pull it out to do that, and then you do hear a whizzing noise.
Oh god, no more arrows.
How so
fast
would it go?
I didn't want to fight wizards.
As sticks start flying at you.
No.
Sticks.
I will try to bash them away.
What is your AC?
16.
Oh, come on,
We did it.
fella. Ah, there it is. All right, so to hit here, 16.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits. All right,
Rough shape today.
Heat. 9 damage as a bunch of what appear to be almost not quite arrow-like, but just pieces of like almost chewed away saplings
Ooh.
come not very long. You'd almost call them needles, but not quite. It looks like it's just scraps of the forest that got turned into projectiles and then flung at you
Wow.
by some unknown means.
He's right, the sticks are really bad! And I will just bolt
Oh, you.
straight up in the air.
And I'm going to do a thing.
Things.
Things and stuff.
This thing came out.
that's
So
right.
there's a bush with a mask and claws that made out of what looks like roots, grabbing things and throwing them at you as it's like crawling forward on what appears to be feet covered in grass. It's like roots just
Okay.
crawling away and running at you.
Jesus.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, I will fly straight up in the air.
Not quite your turn.
Oh,
That's what initiative's for.
Her turn. Oh,
No, it wasn't.
is that Sunny?
yeah, you did.
No, I said, Sonny, you got attacked by sticks.
Understood.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard
No, yeah,
Sunny
you're
too.
right. Sunny,
Yeah.
Sunny
It
is,
was
you
for
rolled a
their
9,
turn.
wasn't it?
She was taking a turn.
That's what
No,
we all
it's,
thought.
Sonny rolled a 9. Everyone
I should
goes
be
before
last in
Sonny.
order.
I agree, but that wasn't
Yeah.
the
Oh,
direction.
my bad.
He was.
Yep.
It was-
I think
it
it
was-
was like everything that was happening at once.
At the
It
same
seemed
second,
like
not
it
in
was
turn
right.
order. Understood.
Bingo. Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Okay.
Sunmut.
So where do I see any of this happening from where I'm at?
You see the bush pop out from over there, and you see something fly across,
Okay.
and the stick pile that Shkaba eviscerated.
That eviscerated, right. So
Yes.
the ones on here with the little like green tufts or whatever
Yes.
underneath them, those are the only ones that are
And
active.
you can zoom in as well if you need. I can't do it on my end because I don't have a thing.
Got it. So those things, those are the only ones that are active.
It looks like yes, just
Okay.
this thing.
I am
Just the
going.
one. So it looks like it's just like the bush below it, but it has a face.
I'm going to progress towards the stone circle.
All right.
I am.
How far are we getting there? So 5, 10,
Let me see.
15,
There's the
20 it looks like, and you're on a pile of sticks, not too dissimilar to what Shkaba was just attacking.
okay.
Great.
Well, while he's at it, I'm going to go ahead and
All right, so you,
I'm there.
and it didn't seem like there was anything, like you stabbed it and it just felt like the ground
Can disrupt it.
kind of thing. Yeah, you kick the sticks around and this pile of sticks is destroyed.
Right, exactly. Now, what do I see in the stone circle?
You actually don't see anything in there other than a slight depression, where almost like where a little bit of water could end up pooling after a rain, but it doesn't look like it was meant to hold water, if that makes sense. The stone circle looks like it was put there methodically a long time ago.
Right.
It looks like some sort of maybe a ritual site, or it's not a structural site, it's a pile of stones set in a circle.
Okay. Throughout all that, do I still have another action?
That would be your action to destroy the stick pile,
Okay.
and then movement up there, so you have your bonus action.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to
Wait, what kind of rogue are you?
assassin.
Assassin.
Criminal.
Cool.
Assassin. And I am going to investigate this other wee stump that's across the way from.
Sure. The bush or the stick pile?
The bush.
Gotcha. Come on
It
over.
looks like a stump to me.
A little bit.
You see- Oh, gotcha. So the one
That one.
downward.
Yes.
Got it. Perfect. Yep. So you go up to it, and it doesn't. You're going to make a perception check to see if you can identify any sort of dangerous markers to it.
18.
18. This does not appear to be an enemy of sorts, but the pile of sticks to the above that, you see a little mask lying in there, and you're like, "What the hell?" And then it jumps up, and actually it's its turn.
Right, exactly.
And oop, hold on. Oh, don't move the mouse.
Pets are now no longer allowed in Minecraft. Look at
All right, if
this.
you guys go ahead and zoom in on that. That is some form of twig spider.
With the mask on?
Yep, with a little
Weird.
mask on.
Cute.
So yes, hops up and begins attacking Sunmut. All right, let's see here. Oh, that so it jumps up and starts smacking its little four claws, if that makes sense, at you. But you're, oh my god, and like,
Right.
be able to smack it away. It doesn't seem like it's particularly graceful.
Right.
But it definitely looks like it could do some damage if it really wanted to, but not this time. All right, next up is Ribos. So you hear Sunmut screaming from behind a tree.
Okay.
You see where
so
the
that's a tree that he's next to.
yes, all of the yes
all
those
the
little
big greens are actually trees, not bushes.
correct. My bad.
Okay.
Yep,
Yep, that's
should have
good.
been
I was going to ask
specific
this
about it.
anyway. Okay. I'm still on the horse.
Gotcha.
Do I see the bush creature over
Yes,
to the
absolutely.
bottom right?
Mhm.
Do
Yep,
I
it-
have line of sight on it?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna.
The trees aren't necessarily blocking entirely. You can kind of go around that, but that is where the tree cover is.
What's the horse's movement, right?
The horse's movement is 40 feet.
All right.
Beautiful.
I'll move 5. As I do, I'll raise up my hand, and a green-brown mist will start swirling around it.
The weight of the grave will crush you, and as I squeeze my fists together, that green-brown mist forms into a comet and streaks off with purple and blue trails. Bam, right at that
You shit slapped that.
that bush. For a nat 20.
Oh, dang!
It's all in the description.
Yes. Somebody's
Hey, you've got a
really
nat 1, nat 20, and
Two nat 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and Sadat, if you get a nat 20 or a nat 1, take a picture.
Oh yeah, I was planning on it.
That's
I
a
haven't
thing.
So it's
got it
one
yet.
dice max and then a dice roll,
Got
right?
a 2
Yes.
out of 19 so
Hide
far.
doing
Hey, there you go.
Big hitter.
Close but no cigar.
If I was to use my inspiration die to add damage, would it also double that dice?
I have magical inspiration.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
Beautiful.
What?
11, 19,
So
25,
that's a nice
30.
little power boost for you there.
Yeah.
That's-
There are 25 points of damage, and if it's still
no,
alive, it would be pushed back 10 feet as well.
its corpse gets shotgunned.
Wow.
Just sticks fly the other direction.
Yeah, yeah. And you see the mask is still intact. That goes flying off into the distance.
What the hell does a bush need a mask for?
And I'll ride in that direction that I
I'm gonna just put it back here and put 10 on
10,
here.
15, 20,
Jeremy
25,
season.
30. As I come around this corner,
Oh,
I
go ahead
think
and
I
make an
get
animal handling.
line of sight there.
Wow, that's inspiring.
Oh man, that was good.
Your
And then it
horse-
went bad.
Does run forward, but
So-
it's not in a controlled manner. It doesn't
Oh,
look
dude.
like it. It looks like it's running from you
Ooh.
because you made a crazy noise behind its ear, and it's not trained for combat. This is a riding horse. Wait, no, I'm
Is
sorry.
My verbal component scared it because
The
the spell doesn't make a noise.
The spell shooting past it, bright flashing light
That would
shooting
scare
past
me,
its head. It's
for
like,
sure.
holy shit! And
Makes
just
sense.
running off in a direction.
With my
It's-
5 animal handling,
So you're
that
able
should
to
have been a
do-
19.
You're able to direct the direction it goes, but it is going to run its full movement forward and then use its the dash action. So whatever direction you want to go, you just have to go. And it can't you can't circle back around because you
Right.
don't have that.
Because I
Control.
failed the animal.
But yeah, it just.
So it's 30,
Gone.
30 so far.
So if you want to change it to like a.
35, 40,
Yep.
45, 50.
So it has
This will
another
probably be
30
difficult
foot
terrain
movement.
because it's a dead body.
Yes.
55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and I'm off the map.
Right. And
80.
you can shift that over. There's a lot of map.
Oh, okay. All
A
right.
lot of map.
You're off
You
the
guys.
screen.
That's where I am.
Gotcha. So
Beauty.
yeah, you guys see Rybos take off on the horse. As you're riding by, you could take a shot at the thing, but you'd be at disadvantage because you're being
I
jostled.
already used my action.
Oh,
so
right. I forget you guys aren't
I'm
level
good.
5
I was
yet.
just trying to get an eyeball on what was going on with Sunmut
You
because I
did-
heard him scream.
You did see this spider made of sticks attacking. But, yeah. All right. And Betty 2. Oh, I will show this here. So it would be this thing's turn, but it's dead.
Yay!
Nice.
Beat the sticks off.
Good job, Shkaba.
All right. Next up is Yizgalan, who's has now pulled out her sword, and she's like, "What? What?"
Dicks?
But is very confused and is going to run off to help Sunmut. Basically, be able to get right about here. We're going to put this in an actual square rather than floating in no man's land. And we'll make an attack.
Big hitter.
Hits and it comes over and stabs it through the mask portion. It carves through the center of it, and the thing stops moving and drops.
Nice.
What the hell are these things? Where did you bring us?
It just started rattling. I have no idea.
All right. Next up is another fella. And drag this away. You hear a scuttling noise coming up from the north. 10, 15, 20. Oh, out here. and attacking Jeremy. Actually, no, attacking your horse.
No.
Because you're on a horse. You know, it can't reach you. It's small.
No.
It hits because horses don't have great AC.
Death by horse. Here's how
That's
we
why
roll.
he's got off hers. She's like, I don't know if this thing's gonna bolt.
Yeah, that's rather smart.
Weirdly enough, so you would have figured that these things would be trained in combat, but they don't appear to be because you got them from a place where there was a fight. So it's weird that they're not, especially if it came from an army of sorts. Just a small note.
Well, they came from Jeremy's village.
Yeah.
No, not Jeremy's village. These are some of the war horses from the.
That attacked my village?
Yes.
Oh, those people.
Yep.
Yeah, they're their horses.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
They're more fair. We don't have horses.
Here and there, but usually it's like if you're gonna buy something, it's gonna be a donkey
Yeah,
or something
right.
that's or a work horse to pull something or something
It's
like
not
that.
normal.
But yeah, these are just riding horses, so not particularly great at
Cool.
the old combat. All right,
Oh, horses.
Here we go.
so it does 4 damage
Oh boy.
to your horse. Go ahead and I'll note that. Jeremy horse, 4 damage.
No, horsey.
All right, and oh yeah, I forgot about that guy's dead. 1 is dead. 8 is dead. Nope, sorry. Just got to keep track of all these things. Go ahead and make an animal handling check, because this thing's trying to...
You can do it.
Right. No. You know what? That is going to be one of my inspirations here. 'Cause you know what? Why not? No. Okay. It's a 9.
9. So the horse does go running off on you, so pick a direction and go that way.
I guess we're going straight.
Bomber.
You want to hand me the policy? Thank you.
All right, Sunny,
Yeah.
you're up.
So I just got hit really fucking hard by a stick. And the pile of sticks that attacked me is now deceased.
Yes,
Okay.
shotgunned across the forest floor.
Okay. I will fly up about 10 feet in the air, and I will attack. I will fly over towards the pile of the stick spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay spider.
That it just attacked her horse
Gotcha.
and smashed him in the face.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh my god. I don't like today anymore.
You're rolling like shit today.
Like a 9.
9.
Yeah.
So you come over and it like drops flat. You just like almost crumples. You're like, wait, what the hell? And then it jumps back up like. For being a dumb pile of sticks, it got a little clever.
Yeah. Oh my god. I completely discouraged. I will fly straight back up in the air.
All right, that was you have your flurry of blows as well.
Oh yes.
Unarmed strike.
If you want, yeah.
Unarmed strike. Yeah. 'Cause
Yep.
flurry of blows is.
Your main attack can
That'll
be
cost
with a
me a key
weapon.
point though.
No, it won't. You have a normal.
The flurry of blows is a bonus action for the.
Oh,
unarmed
I'm sorry.
strike,
Yep,
yes.
that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, we're talking about the same thing but different names for some reason.
Yeah,
'cause
flurry
of
of blows is the
Yep.
the special
the
one.
ability.
No, that's okay. So, I will fly back up and then try to smash it.
Sure.
Yeah. I will not. I will roll above a 10. 16.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go,
it's
that
like
absolutely
20
hits.
something.
Gusto.
Yep.
Oh god. So it's 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Jesus. It's been a rough day, guys. Too many booze.
Or not enough
So that
booze.
is 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
So yeah, you
For that. Yeah.
jump down and you hit what appears to be almost like a dry rotted piece of like just forest floor roughage, and you smash right through it, and the mask comes popping off, and it's motionless.
I will go pick up the mask.
Sure.
Like-
It looks like a crudely carved mask with 2 eye holes, and for most people, it would sit and be maybe just below the lip line or just above. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
You could arrange it so but it doesn't have any way to attach it to your head, but it is definitely something that you could hold there, I
Yeah.
suppose. But you're wondering why this thing has that.
I will.
And one other thing, go ahead and make a woodcutter's check with either with intelligence. So proficiency bonus and intelligence.
Okay, so it's 15. So proficiency bonus is what?
2 right now.
Okay, thank you. So 17, and you said
Intelligence.
So 17.
17?
Yeah.
So looking at it, this wasn't carved this way. This is like a piece of bark you peeled off the wall and then smashed it in with like a dagger to make eye holes. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's very crudely made. You're like, oh, this is shitty craftsmanship. In the middle of this forest. All
They
right.
did a terrible job. I can fix this, and I'll throw it in my bag.
There you go.
Salvage this.
And I will just hover back up at about 10 feet and look around to see who else is in need. And I don't know where I am on my. I think I'm done with my movement, and I don't, because that one's dead, and I can't see behind that tree.
As of right now,
on,
you
so-
don't see anything else that is
Yeah.
attacking anyone.
Yeah.
All right. And then that'll change real quick here.
Yes.
Thank you for rolling over a 10.
Here come the bastards.
Yep. Wait, this one is over there. One, two,
Here they come.
three.
Here they come.
Oh boy.
So 4 more of these things are popping out of the woods and all getting aggressive. They don't seem to be moving particularly fast, but they're definitely moving. Oh, what am I doing? I can just move it on here now. And actually, this one's gonna stay right over here. So I'll move a little closer. They look like they've only moved about 15 foot apiece.
It's not bad.
Not very fast. I mean, faster than most trees, but you know.
A little bit.
Oh, there it goes. All right, and one of them is going to attack Yizgalan. Another one's going to attack. Well, he's going to use the rest of his action to make a move, and this one on the bottom is going to attack Ribos, and this last one's going to attack Jeremy as Jeremy goes running by. Did you move the horse's full movement twice?
Do you want me to dash with it?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay. No, I need to move further then.
So you choose any direction that you want to go, just in a straight line. If you're about to hit a tree, you can go around the tree.
Go into the tree.
You can also jump off if you want, but then there's
Well, I'm
acrobatics
assuming I
checks.
just have the air on my.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
you
my
do.
horse, so-
You got the.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like maintain control.
I was been so worried
and-
about this for like
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm set. I moved the dash for that too.
Cool, thank you.
Too
So
bad the horse takes off.
it was going to attack you,
Like
but
I just feel like my butt's like hanging off the seat, just like hang on.
it's going to move there and attack Shkaba.
Whoa. That's rude.
So hits Yizgalan. What's your AC, Ribos?
18.
18. It might not hit you then. Nope, 17.
Oh, nice.
Intercede with my shield at the last
Yep.
moment.
So it's shooting off what appears to be just sharpened sticks that it's found in the woods, or saplings that it uprooted and then carved and threw at you with these rooted claws. And yeah, so you pull up your shield, and they didn't even they stuck in, but you shake it and they fall off. You know what I mean? They're not. You're like, wow, who made this? You know?
Shoddy craftsmanship.
And Shkaba, what's your AC?
16.
Hey, they hit.
Oh no. It's going to hurt.
So Yizgalan, 9 damage to Yizgalan.
Was that the one that was?
The one that attacked Yizgalan is up top there.
Okay.
This other one, here I'm going to highlight these all in red one at a time for enemies because they all kind of blend together because they're all trees.
Right,
So
exactly.
That one used a double move. This one here attacked Ribos.
Okay.
and then saw Jeremy whip by soon afterwards, and this one attacked Shkaba.
Figured. Okay. Great.
All right, and we'll go with Shkaba. I'm sorry. Ribos, that one missed, so Shkaba is the next one. 8 damage. There's a shotgun with a bunch of, and like some of it's rocks.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They're just hucking stuff at you. All right. Next up after that is Shkaba.
Cool. Well, after, getting pelted with debris, I would like to fly up into the tree over here and hide as a bonus action.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And then I want to take a shot at the tree
On the ground.
thingy.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check. Well, it didn't roll super hot, so that's good
Big money.
for you guys. Oh, wow.
18.
12. So it does not see where you went. It seems to have moved on to the next target.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, cool. Now I want to shoot at it with my short bow.
All right.
Do I get advantage with this?
Yes, you do.
Beauty.
And sneak
Beauty.
attack.
Hell yeah.
Big hitter. 14.
14 hits.
Beauty.
Oh boy.
This thing's AC is not great.
Oh, it's a D6. 8 points of damage.
8 points. All right, and with that, the figure, you hit it and it just almost like bends forward and just stops moving.
That's what I thought.
All right. After that, we have Jeremy.
So just trying to get control of the horse, and it was also hurt, so I feel
Oh, yeah.
bad for it. But
Animal handling for me.
okay, just right on that here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's a 5.
This horse doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. So at the end of your turn, it'll move another whatever direction
All right.
you want to go.
I just yell, "Rivals, I can't stop!" And then I look over at the twig that
Yep.
I ran past, and I was like, "Twigs are fundamentally weak. They break easy, and I'm gonna use vicious mockery."
Incredible. Just shit talk this plant as you go away.
So wisdom saving throw.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it.
And
Wait, is that a skill? Shit talk?
Vicious mockery.
Oh, right on,
That
right on,
it
right on.
passes.
Yep. So,
It just.
as I'm like, you and then I rolled off, and
All right.
I
so-
will just go.
And,
Nice.
I don't know if you have to go
anything
the
you want to
same
do? You have your
direction
bonus
or
action,
if-
what have you?
What's that?
You also have your bonus action
Yeah.
Hello.
and movement. So if you but you could
Yeah,
It was obscure.
definitely it would
I feel
be
like I
easy
had to-
to
oh,
knock
gotcha.
the air off if you wanted. That is an option.
Oh,
Or you can stay on the horse with the air because it seems to be
That's
getting
what-
out of dodge.
Jeremy, that is what her intentions are. That is what she's doing, and she's just
Gotcha.
going. And do I just run in any direction, or is it forward?
So basically, you can change the angle like 45 degrees or so. Basically, up until 90 degrees, because then it gets weird. Where like the horse would have to really crank off to the
I see
side.
it.
Well, I guess I'll
It's
just,
like
I'll
if-
just move forward.
It's like if you're in a car and your gas pedal just went to the floor, and then all you can do is turn the wheel.
No, not the tree.
Right? You're not making 90-degree turns. You're just barely avoiding crashing.
Okay, I gotta keep moving here. Dash
Next
the
one
way.
is-
Okay,
Sunmut.
All right.
I guess I'll go down.
Big hitter.
So I am going to be stealthy. The one that Jeremy rode by. That's like that.
Yep.
While he's watching Jeremy escape,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sneak up behind him and try to do the old 1-2
Gotcha.
with the rapier and the.
All right. And
Crossbow.
you wouldn't be able to get sneak attack or stealth because you have to use your action for an attack, bonus action for the crossbow, and then movement to get up there.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll just do that then.
Okay. And then you
What
could
you
use
said.
your bonus action to hide behind the bush, then shoot at it. That way you could get sneak attack if you wanted.
The bush that's closest to me.
Yep, exactly. You just kind of hide up in there and then. like through
But I
the
wouldn't
bush.
be able to
and then
get the
rapier.
yeah, exactly. No, I'm going for
Okay,
it. I'm
sounds like a
gonna
plan.
yeah.
All right,
I'm
move
gonna-
right up to him.
Give me the old 1-2. Go ahead. I mean, I don't have a mouse.
Oh, it's all good.
There
I
you
got
go. Booyah. At least he's not looking at me.
Oh
I
yeah.
can see what was coming. Okay.
So it kind of whips back around and then sees you running up, and it's like ah, as you have the rapier and crossbow ready to go.
Getting down that twiggy. So, boom. 17 for the crossbow and 13 for, oh, no, more than that.
Hit and
20 and, okay, great.
Did it.
12
All
is
right,
its AC.
that's all
If
we
you guys
say.
ever-
That's all we need.
They are not hard to hit, but they do hit pretty hard for
Right.
what they've got.
Boop, 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 boop. 7, 9. 9.
All right, 9 total.
9 total.
They
Yeah.
falls backward dead.
Viewers have followed.
Right.
All
You guys
right,
do all the hard work. I'm just gonna.
I got this thing. All right, let's see here. Rybos, go ahead and make an animal handling.
So it's not calm yet. I have to try to calm it
Yes.
and control it. An
Spooked horses
18
run for a
total.
while.
Big hit
18. You're able to get control of it and command it to go where you want.
I'm sorry, did I get a bonus action or no?
Yeah, you did your rapier and your crossbow, right?
Both of those, yeah.
So that's your action.
Oh,
bonus
yeah,
action.
the crossbow is the bonus action.
Correct.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Jeremy, wait.
I'm gonna ride up alongside Jeremy
Sure.
and use my action to try to like reach out, grab the reins, and
Sure, go ahead and make another
slow
animal handling.
her horse too. 5.
It's not going so hot, but go ahead and make an athletics check to try and yank this horse to get it to stop.
10.
10. You're having to keep pace with it in order to make sure that you have a hold of the reins, and you're unable to pull the horse and manhandle it to do what you want. But at least you have a hold of the reins, and your horse is keeping up with that horse.
Fair.
So you're together,
All right.
for better or for worse.
Beauty.
How
I give you guys all this map.
Pull,
and you're about
pull
to drive
backwards.
it. You feel like you could get it to circle around back towards the group,
That's what we'll aim for.
but it's gonna be
Let's get back to the group.
rough. It's not gonna be a
It already
smooth
is.
transition.
It's already going.
All right. Next up is Yizgalin. She's going to drop her sword onto the ground, pull off her bow, and fire off at one of the people behind her. All right. And then, so after firing one, then she's going to pull another arrow and fire at one directly in front of her. Hit and hit. And both of them drop. As you
Nice.
Oh,
2 arrows in it, and then she.
Dead
heavy
eye.
hitter right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's quite a few levels higher than you guys.
What does she need us for then?
To
You
carry
guys
the potatoes.
literally saved her life not 2 hours ago. Yeah, it looks like everything is actually dead on the map.
Except for us, thankfully.
So as you guys are standing there, it's very quiet in the woods.
Except for Jeremy and I, like,
Yeah.
thundering still.
Face off! Face off! Face off!
Now that there's no danger, you guys can take the time to slow this thing down and then bring it back to the group.
Terrific.
I'm gonna furiously start digging at the pile of twigs, like
Sure.
looking through it and seeing what I
Yeah,
can
go
find.
ahead and make a perception or investigation.
Investigation,
So
please.
investigation is going to be more of trying to puzzle out what the fuck this thing is. Like,
Correct.
how is it moving? What's the function?
6.
You notice that every thing in there is garbage. It's basically just forest floor roughage. Like it's nothing. You're like, there's no inscriptions. There's no core. There's just this mask and a bunch of twigs and rotted pieces of wood.
Well, snag the mask at least.
Sure. Pick
But
that on up.
what's further on? I see I see a circle on the horizon there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And
What's
feel
going
free to
on
zoom out a little bit. That'll give you a little bit more of a perspective.
Right.
There's you guys have full reign of the map.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Do-
There's lots of circles.
Yes, lots of them. And you do actually notice a very tall stone pillar off.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Oh.
Let me head over to that.
Yeah. How about everyone else? We got Shkaba.
I'm gonna kind of sit in this tree for a little while after getting pelted with some stones here, and
Seems pretty quiet.
I guess just like keep a lookout for a couple minutes or so.
Sure. Go ahead and
Let
make a
everybody
perception check
get
for
their
me.
bearings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a good idea to keep an eye out. Ribos and Jeremy, you guys are able to pull up at this time.
That one.
I already,
Nice.
I already brought us
You,
back towards the
you
group.
notice that you've got like rocks stuck underneath of some feathers. You're like, God damn it, and just starting to clean yourself up a little bit, getting
That's fair.
irritated. Realize that you're in a tree, and you're like, like, damn it, stereotypes. Like,
Right.
fell into it.
Oh, you said you're gonna head that
All right.
way.
How about Ribos, Jeremy? You guys are
I don't know how far
coming
it's
on
going.
back.
What the hell are these things? I've never seen plants attack people.
Jeremy, no, this is first for me, and I live in the forest.
Ah, Brithwillen emboldened me.
Sunny.
I am going
False
to
life.
fly over to Shkaba and hopefully spook him because he's distracted. Getting
Oh yeah, you got to make a stealth check, but it'll beat a nat 1 pretty easy.
It's a 17 plus,
Yeah.
so 20 something.
There you go.
I'm gonna be like,
Silently hover past. And never mind. Go ahead.
do you need help with those?
Hey, Osito!
I'll just start plucking the rocks out of his feathers.
That'll work.
Man, I didn't realize you got hit too. I got hit really, really hard by one of those sticks.
She's
that
like,
was
her face is
weird.
cut up, and like it's
Yeah.
it's not a pretty sight.
No,
What happened there?
I'm looking rough. I don't know, but as soon as I'm done here, I'm definitely just gonna hang out in the pocket for a little bit. But where did everybody else go? Should we go help them?
You do see Yizgalin, Ribos, and Jeremy all standing together, holding the 3 horses that you guys have talking.
Jesse, looks like we should get over to the roof.
Sunmut is gone. You're not sure where that person went.
All right. Well, I'll be in here if you need me. And I slowly sink down into the pocket,
That is okay.
look for some of my booze. Be like,
All right. Jeremy, Ribos, what are you guys doing?
Fishing through the remains of this plant creature here.
Investigation or perception for you?
Oh, we'll take either one. Probably doesn't matter. Perception. I get at least
Perception.
I
So
get,
this
I
would be
get
to
a
look
bonus.
for anything that
So,
was off.
14.
15?
14.
14. So looking through it, the only thing that you notice that is, well, actually, no, you look at it and it looks just like a bush that somebody, it's old. Does that make sense? It just is gnarled bush that is fallen over slightly, and you're like, you didn't even see the mask on this one. This is the one that Sunmut looted and scooted.
This bush is whack.
Uh,
Where did Sunmut go?
Jeremy's just
You
gonna.
can't see me?
They can't, Yizgalin points off and goes, ran that way. But it just, for Shkaba and Sunny, that's where it was Sunmut ran kind of thing. Sunmut's gone kind of deal. But for everyone else, yeah, so you guys can see them off about, what is that, 50, 60 feet?
Yeah.
And moving further away towards that stone.
He's
oh wait, there.
A little bit blocked by the tree, so I didn't see him.
There's a tree right in my line of sight.
Where'd he go?
We need to keep moving. Did you bring your horse, by the way?
When I was heading to the stone?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Gotcha. So then Yizgalin has your horse along with their own.
That was nice.
No, it's a bit of fear if it goes running off. It's,
Right.
She's like, fuck that guy. We're taking the horse.
What's up with the stone?
so as you approach, you do see it is a very large. If you guys want to zoom in on that stone form.
Do we see all the
Got it.
circles? And
Yes,
everything, too?
absolutely.
They're all very obvious.
Yes, definitely very obvious. Very old. They've been there for a while, but it is for sure noticeable. It looks like
Is that a mustache?
yeah.
Yes.
Nice. I couldn't see it from the zoom.
Right,
That's awesome.
I
Zoom
can't
right in
read it.
there for
I'm
you.
trying to read it.
So I'm going to move you
There's
slightly off
runes.
of there.
Letters on it.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like
Open it was.
It's runes.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Sylvan, and the thieves can't.
Gotcha. So the common halfling, so
Halfling.
then Sylvan and thieves can't. So looking at it, you're like, you recognize some of the lettering slightly. These look like the deviations from Sylvan to like proto-Elven-esque thing. It's a similar script in a lot of the ways that. So these are actually stolen from our world. These are just Elder Futhark runes slapped onto there with words that actually mean something. But you can tell that it is a Proto-Elvish language
Right.
using Sylvan letters, but you can't read it. It looks like somebody's just slamming on a keyboard with random letters.
Right. I can understand the characters, but not the script.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So reading it, you're looking at it, you're like, yif, thith, just what does this mean?
Are these people coming up behind me, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. It sounds like.
Oi! Come here.
While we're walking, Jeremy's like watching Ribos like dig through the twigs and stuff.
Sorry.
Has she read anything about such creatures before?
Go ahead and make a history check. There are more dead bodies to go through, by the way, if you'd like.
It's an 11.
Yeah, for sure.
So Ribos looting through the bodies. Jeremy, you don't remember reading anything like this. Go ahead and make another one, but religion. It's not going to be the creatures, but the objects around.
It's a 14.
14. These look like ritual sites for old wood elf magic. So typically people call it like druidic magic, but it's not always druids. It's just this was how people a long time ago worshipped and sacrificed things. Was these circles of stones.
Well, from the little that Jeremy knows on the subject, it does seem like some kind of ancient wood elf rituals, potentially, but long ancient ritual magic. But that's all Jeremy knows.
Interesting.
Why the hell are we here?
I don't know. I wish we had a little more time.
We got.
I'll walk over to the nearest circle of stones
Mm-hmm.
and just go down to one knee and
Mm.
put my hand on a stone and just try to focus and pick up any
Okay.
energies that I can.
Make an arcane check. Arcana check.
Arcana. 12.
12. There's definitely like something's happening. It definitely seems like this is purposeful. If that makes sense. Oh, is Jeremy moving up with everyone, or is Jeremy back with Izgalan and Ribos?
Oh, we're back with the Scotland and Ribos.
So I got
I
it.
thought you were reading the runes.
Oh no, I was just analyzing the dead bodies and.
So
Oh, gotcha.
it's placed here with
My bad.
purpose,
No, you're good.
and
I
you've
actually didn't
seen
even notice.
not similar things in your people, but you've seen things that you're like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. You know, this makes sense. It's in the middle of this woods. If it's meant for the old ways of doing things, I get why this is here.
Like, do I get the sensation of death or
Not
passage of life?
necessarily.
No.
It could be a place for that, but you didn't see anything that you were like, that's a bunch of bones, or get a weird vibe or something like that. It definitely Elven in heritage, but other than that, you don't really get a whole heck of a lot. There are some murmurings of a language that you don't understand in your head, but that's
But
in your head.
I don't get the feeling that I'm expecting. I get back
Right.
up.
If there
Don't
was
know
magic
exactly
here, it's
what
long
this
gone.
is, but it's not what I expected anyway.
And I pull my horse, walk off to the nearest pile of dead twig body,
Sure.
and see what's up with that.
All right, go ahead and make a perception with advantage because these Galen's going to help you. Now, for the rest of you guys, the three of you over there, when you come up to the pillar, what languages do you guys speak?
I've got Halfling, Orin, and Elvish and Deep Camp.
Elvish and Thief Camp?
Yeah.
So you recognize a little bit the script, and you might be able to make out some words. Go ahead and make an investigation for me. And how about Sunny?
I got Halfling, Goblin, Sylvan, and Gnomish.
You do recognize some Gnomish and Sylvan
Okay.
lettering, but
Okay.
the Gnomish, you're like, okay, it's the same general shape.
Got
It's
it.
not 100%. So you're not able to make out any words that make any sense, but you definitely recognize the lettering.
Okay. Hey, can you read that? Because I'm having trouble. Do you know what it says?
What'd you guess?
Actually, those papers that I took earlier from the cave, can I pull those out and
Sure.
see if any of those match up as well?
You look at it, and they don't appear to be. I believe they were the same language as Jeremy's books.
Oh,
if I remember correctly.
so you said investigation, right?
Yep.
16.
16. So you pull out the papers and put them away. And then as you're looking at it, you make out some form of words in there. There's a one word that is repeated 3 times. If you guys zoom in there, if you don't mind. It's the second set that's there. See what I'm saying? Or
So
you have the
under
two.
the line?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
Second line.
And then on the bottom
Fifth and
left, there's
sixth
2 of them
line,
that are
yeah.
the same. They all say inward or inside or in. There's a couple different iterations of what that word could mean depending on context.
Some type of in, like
Yes.
something goes in.
Yes, it's either something goes in or something is in or it comes from within or something like that. But with a 16, that's what you get.
Okay. I guess like I put my hands on it and I'm like,
It looks like this word here is repeated many times, and from what I know, it seems to translate to something in or some inside. Some type of in. Something is in.
I don't want to go back to the inn.
No.
I was really, really tempted to have this say keeping in character. But
Ah.
I decided against it.
So, was this part of your shortcut? Because you could have warned us about this part.
I don't remember this part at all, but I did notice a wee divot in the middle of these circles there.
You do it, buddy. You gotta be careful of the.
Yo,
There
watch your booty.
we go. Fragile.
Good.
Sorry.
I'm gonna dash over to the other stone circle and see if it's got the same divot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So you go over there, and it looks very, very similar to the other one.
Okay.
All right. Then, what'd you get on that?
Mine was a 15 perception.
15.
You might have to put some
You do find the mask, but you don't find anything else in there that seemed to be pertinent. But it looks like the mask was pulled on by almost like a root system that came out of the side of the tree, grabbed the mask, and was holding on. So when you pulled it, it ripped off of there.
Very strange.
Yep.
I'll put it in my pack for later
Sure.
to check it out.
Yep.
And then go join the rest of the group.
All right.
Over
Jeremy?
by the
Follow
pillar.
rivals.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, and oops, moving things around over here. There we go. You guys are all back. It'll get there. Sometimes there's a little latency. All right. So as you guys approach, I know that Ramos speaks Elven. Jeremy,
I used to be Elvish.
you guys do notice that there are old words on this thing that you could go ahead and try and decipher if you like. So perception or investigation checks.
Right?
Each, or can
Yes.
we assist each other? I guess
One or the other.
ultimately. I'll assist you. I think your bonuses will be better. So.
Yeah, so you both walk
I'll
up
try
and
to
you're
help
like,
you.
is that, like, I think it's, is it gonna be? And then you
Perfect. Yeah, just
back and
talking
forth
amongst
as you're walking
yourselves.
up.
No filming. Almost filming. 16.
16. Ribos, you point out that the very top one means power. It, not necessarily magical power, but it's not always supernatural because it can come from a person, but it's always the strength of a thing kind of idea. So that could be strength of will, it could be strength of magic, it could be all kinds of stuff. Jeremy, you notice that there are the bottom 2 words are, oh, I'm sorry, you notice the top one right below that line there says faith or fate or believing in fate, which is the equivalency of fate or faith in that culture. And then the very bottom one is circle or altar kind of thing. It's a place where you do a ritual, and which upon looking at that, you're like, oh, and then
Yeah.
there's a shitload of those around. But that last word, you're not quite familiar with it. You do see Isgallen kind of tapping her nose and staring at it.
Well, I believe rivals both agree power, some kind of power, some kind of faith or belief, maybe in
faith.
oneself,
Circles, obviously the circles are apparent, but
Isgallen pipes in and she goes, the one above the line says waystone or runestone. It's this thing.
oh,
And the one in the very middle, there's faith, and then below that, nature. Or natural, of nature, a natural thing, that kind of thing. So, from what you guys have gleaned with your surprisingly really good rolls, but not in the combat, but in here, so worked out. It says power in or within waystone, then faith in or within natural, and then past that it's in altar, circle, whatever that word means.
Have I found anything unusual?
There is something that you recognize up towards the north. There is a very large tree. If you guys go ahead and move that map over for you.
That's what I've been
It's
looking
the
for.
one that looks different. Yes.
That one.
That tree.
I've been looking for something in particular.
That tree has a strange flower growing underneath of it, which you have been keeping an eye out for.
I'm going to snag it.
Sure. There's quite a bit. It grows on almost like a creeping vine bush, and it's growing almost out from the tree.
I'm going to snag as much
You
as
come
I
over,
can.
and so you see Sunmut just tearing apart a plant off in the distance.
I saw it moving!
Oh,
Great, more of that.
It bit me, but I got it!
Good
He's
work.
got more and more cockney as time went on. That's great. So yeah, you're able to grab. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, go ahead. Roll a d8 for me, and then add 2.
9.
Holy shit! Wait. Oh, you got it because you added 2. I was going. How did you roll a 9 on a d8? So you get 9 pounds of this flour. Yeah, you're just basically carving off as much as you can of this stuff, and they're like almost these very large bulbs that have a piece that kind of open up from the top that are a yellowish on the bottom and then a bluish on the top, but very pale and sickly looking almost.
I'm cramming them in my bag, and you guys see it as like in a fervor, like an obsession kind of thing, where I'm like,
Tearing at it.
yeah, exactly.
He's really getting on with that bush over there.
Should we be concerned?
I think he's got it.
I would not want to get between a man and his bush.
well, for a shortcut, I don't find this to be very short-cutting with all this going on.
There is a lot of cutting, but definitely not short.
That is very
Right, well, yes, I agree. And I don't know when the last time this has been disturbed, but doesn't seem like people come through here very often.
Have they caught up to me, or are they just discussing amongst
Discussing,
themselves?
yeah. It looks like so as you're tearing apart this, they're still talking about what's happening over
All right,
there.
gotcha. Okay.
I think that it's another like stick thing,
Monster
and
thing.
I'm like shivering in the pocket. Like I don't want to get hit again. That was really sharp. It hurt really, really bad.
You do also notice on that tree there is a mask on it. It looks like it's partially fallen off, if that makes sense. It's like hanging on a thread.
Right.
But something I forgot to mention, that is on
And
that tree.
Is it the same mask that the little Korok fuckers had?
Almost. Yeah, it's similar, but it looks like it's a little wider and almost has a what appears to be almost like if there was a moss of beard of like
Moss.
moss kind of thing coming off onto the sides, like out
Yeah.
there. But it's all very. It looks like it's still alive, but it's as far as the moss goes, it's not like dead. But the actual mask itself is just a piece of bark that almost seems to pry off of this thing.
Once I've finished eviscerating this vine for everything that I can get from it,
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the mask off. Yeah.
Pull it right off, and you get a wild thought in your head. But yeah, so everyone's still back discussing as he's pulling this off of there.
Do we see him go up to the tree and
Yep.
tear something off?
At that point,
I got
I'm gonna start walking toward him.
Right.
What the hell is he doing over there?
Jeremy doesn't think we should touch any more stuff around
So
here.
you guys kind of both converge at this point. Back at the runestone.
I dig it.
Cool. So you're all now hanging out together. Oh, and it's probably Shkaba's not still flying in the air, so we'll just get rid of that. Not still 10 feet up there.
Just floating there.
What did you take from that tree? I saw you tear something from it.
Oh, there was another bit of mask on there. I took it just like the other bad guys did, and I swear that pile of flowers was moving.
Well, it doesn't seem to be moving anymore, so thank you.
Exactly. You can thank me for that again, just like you could thank me for fending off your marksman that was picking you off.
As we have.
Oh, and thank you so much for bringing us to a place with living stick things that attack us as well.
It's part of the shortcut.
So short.
You said that you weren't familiar with this part.
What about this other man?
Doesn't mean it's not part of the shortcut.
I
It just
didn't
means
know
it's an unknown part of the shortcut.
I didn't know anything about the
You said
rocks
you
and
knew
didn't
where
see it
it
last
was
time I was there.
going.
It's on the way to Curie.
Cree.
Cree.
Seems
That's my
these-
fault. I told you the wrong thing.
These rocks have been here for a long time. They seem like they're not a recent addition.
You know, love, I usually ride in the back of the wagon.
This here, and he Yuzgalan points at the wasteland and is like, this here is very old. It's-
Jeremy wants to make an insight check on Sunmut.
yeah, go ahead.
Sunmut?
Son, yeah.
Sun-
Yeah. And in the
I,
meantime, I'm gonna like investigate more of what I can see, like Elvish-wise, on the waystone.
They had had anyone written down what had been
Yes,
said here?
I wrote it.
Yeah.
They exchanged the
We-
information.
Between us, we've translated it.
Okay.
Like, here's what it says.
Power and strength in the runestone, faith in nature, and is something in the altar. I'm not quite clear.
More or less, faith in nature in altar.
Which altar?
It seems like there's a lot of altars.
There are plenty of stone circles around here.
Exactly.
Big, right?
Oh, what'd you roll?
It was an 8.
8. So you're like, shit, you fucker.
Right?
Just-
Yeah.
I'm on to you.
Right.
Again, about this other mask that you took from the tree. That tree's a bit larger than the ones that we've encountered, so I'm a little concerned there's something going on there.
Well, you could take a look at the tree, I believe. It was held on by a bit of moss, but it looks like it's the same design as the other ones.
I'll start walking over toward that
Or,
tree.
better idea, we just leave and keep going.
We could.
Well, this is the
I
way
don't
we
wanna
have to
get
go,
hit again.
right?
Yes, but we don't have to go picking at everything.
I won't touch it, just want to look.
Well, Ribos, I trust you more than anybody else, but...
It's on the way.
Alright, just...
It actually is on the way.
Ugh.
Okay, go.
All right, so Ribos is over by the tree. How about everybody else? What do you guys
Follow
all doing?
me, everybody.
I'm snuggling in the pocket because I'm hurt and I don't want to get hit by a stick.
Maybe this is the
Make
altar
my
that
way
they
against
speak
the
of
stone.
in the stone circle next to the big tree.
Perhaps. But what would you put in it? What would you do with it? So as you come up to the tree, you do see there's a large section of bark that was very freshly ripped off of this very alive tree. The plants that were growing almost like vines up onto this tree are now torn to pieces by this guy.
By this guy.
Bad guy.
Oh, the bark, too. I'm going to examine the bark,
Of what?
like the tree. Is
Oh
it-
yeah, are you by the tree or are you by the?
I'm by the tree now.
Okay, running over by the tree. Got it.
Yeah.
So you went with Ribos.
So
Oh, I see. You guys moved
Yeah,
on there.
the bark,
You didn't re-
is the
put
bark
it over here.
removed from it because I ripped the mask
Yes.
off? Okay,
Yes, where you ripped it off is where it came off.
gotcha.
Yeah, but the tree looks healthy otherwise.
I hope you got your frustrations out.
It was moving, I tell you.
It's not now, so thanks
Certainly
again.
not.
And standing in the circle, everyone that isn't Ribos notices. Oh, that's over there. Notices.
We probably are all over there. I just haven't had a chance
Okay,
to move
gotcha.
everyone over there. I follow
So
Ribos.
everyone's
Yeah,
hanging
you
out
said-
over there.
You said as much.
Thank you.
That's one thing that you have to move everything individually, which
Yeah.
sucks. But what you gonna do?
Thank
You do notice as you're approaching, and Rivos has been standing there for a little bit just pondering, there's a butterfly hanging out on your stuff.
But I don't notice this.
Nope.
Okay.
Because butterflies are notoriously quiet.
Don't move.
What do you see?
And you see another one that lands next to it, and then another lands on part of the stone.
So I'm noticing it now.
Yeah, as you look around, you see a butterfly here, and a butterfly there, and one near your ear. You're like, ooh, okay.
What is it? And I like out of the pocket.
I mean, butterflies.
It says we have to trust in nature.
And I
Maybe
can
these
help.
ones have something to do with that.
These, do I know they're familiar insects to me?
They're butterflies. I mean, you've seen them around.
I've never seen so many in one place before.
That's for sure. Yeah, especially coming from where you're from, there's not really butterflies around, but in the elven territories there are.
I'll fly out of the pocket and like start playing with them.
As you approach the butterflies and all that, they kind of flutter away and then will land on a stone,
Okay.
or they'll land on Ribos's pack, but never on Ribos, on his stuff.
Okay. I'm like, oh, and I'm just following them around, trying
Right.
to like pet
Sure.
the butterfly, but
Right.
not successfully.
I'll unsling my pack and reach into it
Mhm.
and pull out the mask
And one
and
lands
hold
on it.
They seem to be attracted to this. What
Another
about the
one
one
lands
that you
on it.
have, Sunmut?
Pull it out at the same time.
Sure. Yeah. Are you standing in the circle or outside the
I'm
circle?
stand in the circle.
Gotcha. One of them lands on it and then seem to almost like one will land on your mask and then flutter over to the other one, then flutter back, and they don't seem to. It seems like both are triggering whatever the hell is happening here.
Oh, is that what I have to do? Do I have to hold a mask? And I'll rummage through my bag and
Sure,
pull
sure.
out the mask.
And they lands and right near you, flaps
And
slightly.
I am enamored.
Yeah, there you go. More and more of them seem to be flocking to these stones, and then they're just hanging out.
Oh, does anybody else have any masks they could pull out? Or go investigate the
Jeremy,
piles of
this
twigs?
is unnatural.
It's about as natural as it gets. Butterflies, masks, the woods. What else could you ask for?
I feel like the masks part is a little. Just does one of these.
Yeah.
Any symbolism?
agree.
Go ahead and make
Butterflies.
a
and
nature and religion check.
Yeah, like are they just like generic butterflies?
Yeah. I mean, they're little tiny fellas. They're not like the big monarchs or anything like that. The little ones that you see in the
Just like the
some
regular
around.
black and orange boys?
No, not those ones. So almost like the little yellow fellas.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay,
talking
okay,
about?
Oh, there's your one.
oh yeah, I got a natural one on my nature, which is a 5 though, and
Mm-hmm.
then I got a 19 on the religion.
So the natural one, you're like, Sunmut has something that the butterflies are attracted to. He's
course.
fucking with us.
Yeah, right.
Great. And what was the other one for the religion?
19.
You also realize that butterflies could be messengers in that context. So it would make sense, all of this going on, but also Sunmut being a shifty bastard, you're like, man, I don't know which way to take this situation.
Right. Well,
So,
they
yeah.
might mean something, but you know what? Sometimes people put things around so that you make assumptions about things and places.
What? It didn't make any. Did that make sense to anyone else?
And
Like,
she's
looks
just
around
like,
at everybody, like. So one thing that you will note
Start
that
rubbing my hand.
if butterflies show up, it's a message of either hope or approval or something like that. You know what I mean? It's a positive message, unless they're black, and then bad news bears. Yeah. Hey man, you have a black butterfly fly up to you, where you're like, I don't normally see one of those ever, because I can't think of a jet black butterfly anywhere.
Messenger of death.
Because you just haven't been to the right hood.
Is that how it is? All right, okay.
Jeremy does think that these
All your
are
butterflies
good
are whitewashed.
signs, but they are messengers of some kind, especially in stories. And they're colorful, which is good. But I don't know. Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Pull out one of the flowers.
They don't seem to care anything about those at all.
Back in the
You
bag.
pull it out, and then like one flutters past it. If that makes sense. And then you're like,
Yeah, I'll put it back. So it's the mask.
he's got this just brutalized flower. Okay.
I'll hold up the mask away from my face,
Sure.
but hold it in a way where I can look through its eyes and then just try to like look at the butterflies.
You don't see anything abnormal there, but go ahead and make a perception check.
20 total.
Okay, so as you're pulling it, you see when you look off to the east-southeast, there is another circle, which has a slight glow with the...
Sign.
that wasn't an in-character thing, that was a signs falling, sorry.
If he wants to just like move in this chair, he's got all three of those chairs.
Right.
out.
Hey, kiddo, move over there.
So we're having signs fall on. Anyway, so the circle off there it has a slight glow.
East.
Yep. So it's mostly to the east. East
Oh,
and
the
southeast.
one
That
directly.
one over there. And actually, when you look at the one at the south, that also begins to glow. Same with the waste stone, but it's
I pull the mask
faint. And when you pull it
away and look over top of it. I don't see.
out, correct.
The stone circles. They're glowing a bit when I look through the eye
You
holes
take
of
a
his
step
mask.
forward, and as you're looking through it, and you step out of the circle, and it stops. Like as soon as the mask permeates the circle, you can't see it glowing through it.
Which one was it?
All of these
The
circles.
one
All
to
of
the
them.
southeast and directly to the
Well,
east.
I'm gonna
then.
look through the big one, and
Sure.
while I'm in the circle, and try to see same
Same.
thing.
Yep. So you see the same thing where you're like, oh, okay, and then seeing different. And the more you look, the more you can see the ones off further away. It looks like there are 9 of them in total,
What do you see?
The
and then the waste stone.
other
itself,
stone
so 10.
circles are glowing when you look through the eyes of the mask. Those of you that have masks,
Mask.
you go to one and you go to another.
And he's gone, kind of nods and
Yes.
hands off horses to people.
Aye, Captain.
Like, should we be messing with this or?
Jeremy thinks not, but I think people do what they're going to do.
Oi, quit being such a buzzkill.
Oh,
Let's
here
go.
we go. I just want to get somewhere.
I'm
Put on a
curious.
damn mask.
I'm curious what the power is here, but there's definitely something.
So you guys all spread out into the different areas.
Yeah. I'll go
I'm
with
gonna
Yes.
that.
arbitrarily put you guys.
Yep.
There you go.
places.
I'm gonna go grab a mask first, and then I'm gonna go.
Right.
From a
He's
pile of
going
twigs.
The
Yes.
same.
I
Uh,
try to stay within eyesight.
It
of
looks
each
like
other.
there are 3 of them that are not filled by you guys because there's only 6 of you.
Way
But
over
each one of you can see the others, and the when you're looking through, you can see the circle glow, and then a little pinprick of light where the masks are when you're holding them. It's not as vivid, but it's definitely like a little, just a little tiny like camera flash, just a little tiny thing.
Okay, I'm in the circle now.
Sunmut actually appears brighter.
It's the big boy.
There's still open circles. Should we put the horses in them?
No.
You're like,
You guys are shouting.
Yeah,
Sure. She goes and grabs a mask and drives a horse out and puts it like in this like part of the saddle and leaves it there and
God.
ties it to a tree and does the same thing. So yeah, now there's horses
Not think anybody was doing
now,
to me.
now there's masks
Perfect.
and
And
living
horses.
creatures in each circle.
and as Isgalin rides back with the heir's body on the back of the horse that they're on, makes it to the circle that they're originally at and steps in and the glowing stops. All at the same time.
Well, that's not what I expected.
And then when you pull the mask down and look, you do see that the waste stone itself is glowing.
That's something else, though.
Let's
I,
run over to it.
yeah, I'm gonna actually leave the mask in the circle and walk over to the waystone.
Sure. So leave the mask there. What's everyone else doing?
Same.
Follow
Same?
suit.
Yep.
Same. So I'm not-
Mm,
you have 2. You have the big guy and,
and
you
the
have
little guy. I'm gonna leave the little guy in the
Gotcha.
circle and then go.
Isgalin does the same, and the horses just stand there, stupefied, tied to a tree.
Stupid horses.
But yeah, you're all able to make it back to the rune stone that is currently glowing.
And what's it saying now?
It's not saying anything. It's just glowing.
It's just close.
There's no words on it anymore?
It's not saying anything different, I should say.
Should I touch it?
Yeah.
All right. So as you, Isgalin is there first. Shkaba, actually, no, Shkaba would be there
I was
first.
gonna
Yeah.
say, she was
Yeah.
way
My
over
bad.
in
Close.
But she is on a horse, so Shkaba and Sunny would be there before anyone else, pretty much at the same time, looking at the thing and glowing.
I'm just gonna like hover around it.
Sure. It definitely has a power to it, if that makes sense.
Trust in
This
nature.
looks way prettier now.
It does look very
After
nice.
that would be. So you guys, are you guys doing anything?
No, I'm just kind of admiring this glowing stone, waiting for everybody else to show up.
And everyone kind of filters in. Yisgalin gets there pretty soon. She goes, "Don't touch it."
I'm like this.
Hey, don't look at me. I wasn't planning on it.
I was gonna not.
Jeremy comes up,
touch
Rivos
it.
comes up, Sunmut comes up, and then every time he's gone, it's like, don't touch it.
I heard
But
you
it's
the first
so
3 times.
pretty. And I like.
I'm not saying it necessarily
lean
just for
in.
you.
Oh.
But I just. What if I?
Oh,
Jeremy,
you heard her.
Jeremy thinks you should never touch runes
So-
when you don't know what they say.
Go ahead and make another religion check. Anyone else anyone with proficiency? In
Got-
In religion?
Yes.
Negative.
I mean, I don't have.
I don't have
You-
proficiency, but
I'm
You're
wonderfully
learned,
naturally
if that makes
proficient.
sense.
so am I.
Wonderfully naturally.
22.
22. Things like this, typically glowing waystone, either means that something very, very good is happening, something very, very bad is happening. And usually touching it would be the thing that triggers whatever the thing is going to happen.
It's going.
Certainly.
What's
what I
that?
can find out.
Deception, actually.
Deception, right? There you go.
Jeremy, what'd you get?
18.
18.
12.
You realize a similar thing, that it's usually when something like this is glowing, something very good or something very bad, and it's best if you're going to mess with it, it's going to be something that's you're doing at great risk to yourself and those around you, kind of thing. So you guys get a similar vibe to it, but yeah. It wasn't a super high DC because glowing rock in the middle of the forest. Clearly, something's going to happen with it. Go ahead and everyone make an insight check.
Yeah.
Isgallen doesn't. She what? Pulls out a bow and is ready to kill whatever you pointed at.
15.
15.
And while she's doing that, I'm
She
going to
got
touch
3.
it.
Yep.
13.
13.
Also 15.
Sorry. What did you get on
15.
your deception? Just 15. So 13.
15.
15.
17. Oh wait, use the protect.
So
19.
you three, as soon as Sunmut says that, realize what Sunmut's about to do and can also act in the same thing there. So,
Boop! I'm booping right back. Oh,
so
no.
whether you want to, so basically there's 3 options: run away, get in the way, or touch it first.
I rolled he tried to stop me from touching it a moment ago, so
Yes.
as soon as he reaches out, I'm going to try to smack his hand.
All right, both of you guys. Oh, sorry, smack his hand, stop him.
Yes.
All right, both initiatives.
Oh, dang.
Shkaba.
I am dipping out. Flapping around.
Nice.
So suddenly Jeremy and Shkaba flee, and you have no idea why. These Galen's looking over, like in the trees and on the ground, and trying to find what's going to kill her. What did you get? 9?
9, and hers was.
Well, 8 total.
8. All right. And so yeah, then that's you reach out and touch it, and a lightning bolt comes crashing down. And blasts you back. But Sunny, you also got hit by that being as you guys
Yeah.
being
Right.
right on top of each other.
Yep.
And you guys get blown back 30 feet.
Oh,
Silence in the woods. Shkaba and Jeremy, you were able to get far enough away. Rivos, you got blown back but not damaged. Same with Yizgalin. You guys were far enough away from the situation that you didn't get hit. But it's like the lightning hit the waystone, and then... Hold on.
I took damage.
Hold on.
No, you're not. You have Jeremy.
Shatters.
Oh god. Did I take damage from the lightning bolt?
Yes. Uh,
So bueno.
9 damage.
I'm unconscious.
So Jeremy, Sunny is now not moving. Sunmut, are you still up?
yeah.
Cool. So you're also
And I just
right. Yeah, this is,
Got that metal taste in my mouth.
and you guys can all smell the ozone and that kind of thing. But you can also you hear a whispering. You don't know if it's the tinnitus or what's going on. It just said.
What?
But not you guys. Just Sunmut.
Oh, damn.
Although what? Because you lightning bolt hit.
What?
It wasn't me!
And you see his Goblin go, Sunny, Jeremy, help! And he goes running over and turns her over.
Sunny? Jeremy runs over.
oh no, oh no.
And she is
Flips
fried.
through her book and flips one page back and come back to us, Sunny, and like, and then green light appears and it's a healing word.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
So you are conscious. You're hearing a whispering and a ringing in your ears.
Okay.
Sunmut, you look at the hand that touched it, and there's crackling, what appears to be like almost like red lightning streaks all the way up your arm on your chest. And as you look down, you go, what the hell? And start to kind of tug at it a little bit. Oh, shoot, I didn't actually upload this yet to show you guys. You see something very odd. Oh, where'd it go? Nope.
Yeah, don't look away, look away.
You guys are good.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Oop, why are you doing this to me, computer? Okay, will somebody move that to the center of the screen? And then zoom in on it.
Is it part of the map? Did you accidentally make it part of the map?
Yeah, it seems to.
There's probably a
be
certain
part
spot
of
you
the
gotta
map.
grab it at.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh,
Yeah, let me.
Oh, it's not even registering on my thing. Oh, there it goes.
We
It's fine, just leave it there.
Uh,
It doesn't matter where it is. Zoom in on it so you can see. Oh, yes. That, you see the very top of it is starting right at your sternum and going straight down to just past your navel. And you're like,
I've got a zipper there.
Sunny is brought back, and you do see where you had your hand on Sunmut while this was happening.
Yeah.
There's lightning from the opposite, basically the opposite side. So you're stopping it with your left hand while Sunmut touched it with the right. Blew you guys both up.
Yeah.
Sent you flying backwards. So it's almost like a. Have you ever seen lightning scars?
No.
So it like crawls up your arm and
Okay.
it looks like it's electricity
Nice.
but it's red
Okay.
all the way through. And then you as you're kind of lolling your head around, Jeremy, you see 2 red lines on either side of the sternum there, and it with that little symbol up at the top. And it looks like for you, Sonny, you also have that same almost tattooing straight down your chest.
Do I recognize the symbol at all?
It looks like a rune.
Any rune I've come across?
Nope.
Okay.
It looks like the similar ones to the ones that you guys have seen on here. It's ancient, old Elvish runes.
Can you use an Arcana check?
This is, yeah, go ahead.
13.
13. You are confused because you're like, I just got struck by lightning.
Right, exactly. What?
But this thing appeared on me, so this is supposed to do that. And then you're like, well, that's probably where the whispering's coming from. And it's kind of a logical progression. And then you start to try and follow the whispers and hear it via the one of the little masks. Not the big one. The big one is strangely silent. Almost like devoid of noise in that thing where you're like, huh, that's weird.
Right.
But the I'm sorry. No, I switched that up. So yes, both the large mask and one of the smaller ones in around, you hear it coming from there, and suddenly you start to slowly hear that as well.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you put it on, and you start hearing voices, little tiny voices,
What are they saying?
all kind of going, what was that? And then a very old sounding voice, lightning child, fire, no. And a bunch of different conversations going on around you.
I'm gonna look
there.
around with it on while I'm hearing the voices.
You don't see or hear
I'm
anybody.
gonna walk around, like
Yeah.
see if they get louder.
The older voices get louder the closer to trees you get.
I'm gonna sit there stunned and confused. Like, I think these voices are because I was unconscious. And I'm not like.
Well, and you're not
aware.
actually hearing voices, you're hearing whispers that are indistinct.
Okay.
Don't
Yes.
make any sense to you.
I think that's all part of me, like, coming to.
What about the large tree? I
Uh,
walk to the large tree with the mask on.
Sure. So, everyone else's perspective, they just got struck by lightning, somewhat shot up and started, put on a mask and started walking toward, and then ran off towards this tree.
I see him walk by, I get to my feet. What the hell? Someone, what are you doing? This is no time to play.
Shh, voices.
I know, I hear them
can
all
hear
the
the
time.
voices.
What? You hear them too?
What did they say to you?
So, Sonny, the
they
mask
tell
in
me
your
all
pocket, you
kinds
do
of
hear
tales.
you hear the whispering almost float up from that.
Okay.
So, and Jeremy is standing over top of you, like,
Are you okay, Sonny? I'm so worried about you.
And I
What
like
is on you? What is this?
not paying attention to you, and I like reach for the mask.
is gone is like,
Sonny? I knew
Yeah,
this was
devilry?
not a good idea.
or what do you think?
I'm at a loss. He's hearing voices, he says, but I don't think it's
How
the same.
crazy would that be?
I
Shkaba,
just
what are you doing?
blankly stare at her as she says that.
I'm actually gonna walk over to the waystone and pick up a piece of the broken stone and
Sure.
kind of like just look at it.
Oh, yeah.
And just like look up in the air,
No clouds.
and then there's nothing happens to the waystone. It's just completely
Yeah.
shattered.
Yeah, you pick up a piece and it has a rune on it. I mean, it's cool looking.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I guess I'm gonna pocket
Sure,
that
yeah,
piece. And
absolutely.
Then I'm just gonna.
yeah,
I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna start walking towards some.
pretty sizable chunk. Sure. Sunmut, when you approach that tree, it is silent. Sunny, you were pulling up the mask?
Yeah, I like put it up to my ear because I'm still confused, and then I'll put it back on.
Yeah, you hear a little voice go, "We're gonna be okay." You put it on, and then you hear a bigger, older voice, but yes, we'll be fine.
Jeremy, when did your voice get deeper?
I knew we shouldn't have done. We
There
shouldn't
are
have
no
done
fires
this.
here.
I'm on fire? What?
Oh no!
I, like,
Rivals,
start
I don't know
noticing.
what's happening.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then things get quiet for a moment.
I see that solo tree in the middle of the grove that's just to the right of where that rune thing came in.
Yes.
Can I go over to that?
This one over here?
I can't see anything on my... There you go, that
Yeah.
one, yes.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. So he
Stand in the ring.
running by.
I stand in the ring
Yep.
while I'm listening.
The butterflies are all gone at this point. You guys had noticed that as soon as the lightning hit, nothing.
Well, yeah.
They're
they're-
Out.
gone. But yeah, you come up to it and you stare at it for a while. You're standing in the circle looking at it and confusing everyone else around, but nothing's happening. Everything got very quiet as far as those voices went.
Can I fly up in the air and
Sure.
like, check things out?
Yeah, go ahead, make a perception check.
Cool.
Right around the same time that Sonny, you started talking. That's when everything got quiet.
Oh, good job, Lush. You scared them all off.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with, you touching and creating lightning.
We have not left. You hear
Hello?
from, the tree in front of you.
Perfect.
You whip around and you're like, what are you?
Why? Well, we're just seeking passage through these woods, through the shortcut that I know. I'm like,
Do I hear that too? Or no?
shortcut.
Yeah, oh yeah, you guys are both hearing it. No one else is. No one else is hearing this. Just you two. Then while holding up the masks and looking at each other, while everyone else stands like,
Jeremy, you try.
No, Jeremy wants nothing to do with this. We need
I
to
like
leave.
push it on her face.
and she's
Yeah.
just a piece of bark. You're like, stop it.
I like throw it off me. I was like, no more of this. I don't like this. We are wasting time. Get out of this place.
I agree, we should go.
This is not our magic. This is ancient magic.
This game benefits none of us.
Agreed. Thank you, Rivals. Enough of this nonsense.
I'll walk up to Isgalin. Isgalin, you want to try?
She takes it and hands it back.
Oh. I'll pop it back on my face and start walking around to like random bushes and
Uh-huh.
trees and stuff.
Sure. And when you walk up to them, nothing seems to happen.
What was up with the lightning there, if you can hear me?
It was the waystone.
And what happened with the waystone? Did I break it? I'm sorry if I broke it.
It's fine. It was old. Very old.
Well, what are you?
Not so old.
All right, brilliant. Well, I guess we'll be on the way. What is this marking on my chest before I go?
It says, and then it's like stops for a second. And goes, I can't. Tree's voice is as close as I can get.
Oh, I'm a regular old Lorax then. I speak for the trees. All right.
What is a Lorax?
Can I speak with you now?
It's funny you're hearing this from
Yeah.
from afar, kind of thing. As you're coming up to a bush and staring at it for a little while.
Yeah, I'm just like, is this the one that's talking? And I'm moving to the next one.
You come up to a
Is
little
this
sapling
one?
and you hear, "Hi."
Aww.
It's this one. I think it's this one.
We can
Hi.
all do that.
What?
Yep,
Who?
all of us.
And I'll move to the next one. You too?
Silence. They're nervous. Because, you know, you guys, we haven't seen any like you since the others.
I haven't seen any like you since. Well, just like a minute ago when I saw. Wait. How do we get through the shortcut?
What shortcut?
And I'll look over. You said it was a shortcut.
It's a shortcut, love.
they're like talking to each other,
But like also the tree.
but they're also talking to somebody else that isn't there. But then they're staring at trees, and Mr. Collins like, "We need to go."
The
Should we
lightning
go-
has muddled their minds.
Yes, I think so.
Should we continue on then?
Grab the horses.
Grab Sonny.
All right.
Comes over and like, "We need to go," and hands
Follow
you the
me.
horse.
All right. I'll see you later, trees. And I'm going to do this.
Come on, Sonny, let's go. We don't have
This
time.
is not working now.
Completely confused.
Oh, click it. Sometimes it turns off.
And click it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Completely confused and like defeated. I'm gonna go back into the pocket and just.
Sure. You're holding the mask up, or did you take it down?
I will take it off when I get in the pocket.
There's nothing to attach it to your face. You're just
You're
Just hold it
holding
up
it, great.
like
Yeah.
a masquerade mask.
yes,
Perfect.
exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So
Okay. Well, if we've done poking around here in this grove, you can follow me to the rest of the shortcut,
Yes, let's get the hell
and we'll
out
get
of
you to the
here.
Cree.
Agree. This is
Sure.
not
Home,
great.
sweet home. Follow me. And this is the way I go.
Yep. So for those at home that can't quite see that, going straight south, which you guys came from the southwest,
I'm backtracking.
and it heads back through the forest that you guys had gone through, back towards the wagon, and back towards the road that you had came from originally. And very quickly, all of you begin to notice over the hour and a half trip that you're like, "What the hell are you taking us?"
I'll make a deception check.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm trying to get my bearings, being skilled in survival.
Sure.
as
Go ahead
I
and
am.
make a survival.
18.
Uno.
Sounds like, if you know where you're going, fine. And waits for you to, unless anyone would like to stop them, you get to the road where you came out of.
My survival
Dude.
check was a natural 1, so I think like we're still going in the direction that we're intending
Right,
to go.
right.
Not
There you go.
the
Brutal.
same way we came.
There you go. But yeah, you end up being back at the wagon.
Great. All right. All right. This is exactly where we need to be.
I don't think this
What
is
is the
right.
meaning
I'm gonna hop off and whistle a jaunty tune and start hooking the horse back up to the wagon.
What
We're
are you
not-
doing?
Tree, what?
What is this? What are you doing? Are we going?
Oh, we're heading to Cree, right?
That's,
Yes, why are we here?
It's that way.
But we were that way.
What about the military checkpoint? You
I
were
thought
going to
you
lead us
said your friend
around.
was okay.
I thought
He did get struck by lightning.
We all just got deceived. Don't even look at me. I didn't know
What?
this was going to happen. I thought this was the way.
He's your
So I
friend.
followed him as well.
So we went in, we smashed a few plants, and now we're worse for wear and a few hours behind.
I feel this is a trick.
What was
This
the
is
point
it.
of this?
For the magic. I'm sure of it. I didn't like you from the beginning of this, and you did this, and you had this. Oh, this happened.
Good
So
instinct.
Hold on. Pat on
get
the...
off me! I am no child.
Jeremy
The
says
way
not
I
for
see
people
it-
touching.
The way I see it, at this point, with all of the voodoo going on in that grove, the only other option that we have to do is to go ahead and put your sack of potatoes in my wagon.
Absolutely not.
Hold
no.
on.
What? This Goblin?
You've made it through the checkpoint. I'm assuming. You came from the west.
Oh,
which is
plenty
where
of
we're going.
times, and I'll tell you how. Come here.
Just like you'll show us how to get through the shortcut, right?
I'm gonna pull back the thing on the wagon. You guys are gonna see a bunch of artisan carving tools because that's like a little side hustle.
Yeah,
Fan.
excited.
Go 3 times on the floorboard, like that. I pull it up. This little body-shaped indentation.
Little corpse
at the
handle
bottom
over there.
Basically, a smuggling chamber, if you will. Like the spots in the Millennium Falcon.
I see you've handled potatoes before.
Told you! How do you think I knew you were all bullshitting?
Yeah, well, I don't know that it takes much.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you use of my wagon if I can ride as far with you to Cree, help you get through the checkpoint, and then we part ways.
And we keep the wagon.
Absolutely. No! It's my wagon.
I'm gonna like stealthily come out of the pocket and start
Sure.
playing with the tools.
Just-
just
Yeah, go ahead.
hopefully without nobody notice. Everybody noticed. It's a 9.
Trying to
Everybody
be
noticed.
She's just
sneaky
kind of
and
like,
darts
Yeah.
toward it. You haven't really.
I'm injured.
This Goblin, what
Little
is
klutzy.
this?
I don't know.
I don't know that we have much other choice.
I'm
I thought
already
we
in
had
the
a
cart.
shortcut.
Why did we go
Start
there?
thinking Goliath
What
and
is
marching
the-
off and like frustrated.
Wait!
It's fine. We'll take the damn wagon.
I'm already in the wagon.
I'm gonna,
What else?
she says,
What
why
else
don't
are
we
we
go
to do?
there?
I don't know. Not trust somebody who took us into the woods and took us back after a crazy
things go
massive
wrong-
Aren't we
magic?
We kill
supposed to
it.
be hurrying?
I think there's a bit more value in what we've just been through than you think.
But why did you take us to the woods?
I see no value except for now my friend.
Was it to
has
steal the waystone? Was that it?
Insanity.
And they're
got
both
these
just
pretty
yelling.
marks.
Okay.
Shakes her head. Just
tell you-
concerned.
These flowers
Pick up
here, I
tools.
pull them out. These are the only thing that can save a dear friend of mine. But I needed a bit of help.
Ah.
That.
Swindler.
You could have just asked.
I don't know you.
Would have told him no.
And especially since somebody hit me with a spell as soon as I walked up to them.
Oh.
I knew I couldn't hit.
Plus, we were on a time crunch. We couldn't detour for hours.
We could have traded our time for your time.
And we
Well-
give up plenty of enough of our information right off the bat.
Well, time is money right now. So why don't we head along then? Now that I've got what I want. But now, apparently, I'm the only one that has what you need.
It's about the most pragmatic solution we're going to get. And I get down off my horse and walk over to Jeremy's horse and grab the sack of potatoes.
My boss, please.
I don't think we have a choice here.
He's right.
I've still got your back, don't worry.
Oh, I could just take me wagon home there, Jeremy. How are you going to get it across that checkpoint?
Smarmy fuck.
I don't trust you.
I grab the potatoes,
Clearly.
walk over to the wagon, throw it in there.
Hey, watch
Oh,
it.
watch the merchandise.
And actually, that's where we'll end it. Well, a little later there than I would have wanted. But hey,
we
that
kinda
works
have
out
a
perfect.
little
Yeah, no.
later.
Yeah, it took us till like 7 o'clock to get everything set up because technical
Technology.
difficulties.
Yay.
Woohoo!
But we did it.
Oh, yeah.
Potatoes.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes, you
Yeah.
got
That was-
awesome
that
job.
was great.
I'm gonna miss this
All right.
already. I'm
That
already
was a
gonna miss
blast.
You want to keep
That's it.
playing,
Are you-
don't you?
Next weekend is no good. Oh wait,
Actually,
are you guys?
we're not.
There's nothing going on next weekend because are you guys going
Yes,
to?
that is an announcement.
Yeah,
we
we
need.
are
Yeah.
indisposed
Next week we are not playing. No one shots. No nothing. We're taking the week off on that because people got places to be. And
Yeah, so do I. That's the
Right.
thing.
Yep.
so that
I was
works
gonna
out.
say,
If you
we-
want to
we'll
come
all
back
be
on
at
the
the same
weekend
place.
afterward, we can talk about that. I mean, that's up to you.
I'll,
Or otherwise, you
uh,
stuck me with a Cockney accent, which is fine.
What about the Cockney accent?
You stuck me with it.
Oh.
I'll have to NPC that. But hey, what you gonna do?
Great
Easy
game.
peasy.
Great game,
Yeah,
everyone.
and,
This was fun.
So, weird thing, and I wanted to let you guys know, you both have the ability to speak with plants as long as you have the mask on.
Oh, sweet.
There you go. The plants aren't always helpful, and they don't always know what the hell you're talking about. So,
Okay.
mileage may vary. But that's the thing that there was an optional thing you guys could have gotten, and you did.
Can I start like in my little foliage book, like
Oh,
start
Jesus.
writing down
what
like
people say.
what
Oh, that's
trees say what?
great. Nice. Yeah, like,
Perfect.
ash
Maybe
trees
you're
are dicks.
almost-
Elves are pretty nice.
Speaking to plants, volume 1.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Trying to be like Jeremy. Come on.
Well, yeah. So, and Sonny, you did have another injury from getting
Yeah.
blasted there.
Yeah.
The first one, I forgot to mention this to all of you guys. Your
Yeah.
first one was a concussion. So
right.
concussions aren't necessarily a negative thing, but you get too many of them, and bad
Yes.
stuff starts happening.
Alright, so now I'm
Yeah.
prone to
Intelligence
getting,
points.
Your
wisdom.
memory is like mine. in Real life.
Hey.
but now I'm prone to lightning too, right? If I get
Not necessarily. I'll let you know when I decide what that's going to be.
okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Round that up.
No, it is something that will impact your character in some capacity.
Understood.
But yeah, so I'll clue you in next week as the effects start to show themselves.
Cool.
We are going to miss you next week, but
Yes.
we will be back the week after to pick this up.
So the 10th will be not here, not playing, not doing anything like that. But then what would that end up being, the 17th or whatever?
Did I
Yes,
disengage?
17.
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. Yep, things happen. But yeah, you guys, did you want to say goodbye?
Yo.
Do you want
Wanna
to
say
sit back?
Dude has been a fan since day one. He's very excited.
I can say goodbye because we're done right now.
Yeah, you,
You
to
wanna say
announce it
anything?
through the stream or through the video.
Thanks.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
You're
And,
so patient with all of
Alright.
us. So it was
See ya.
awesome. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.